Hi, ladies. I am sorry I am running late. I am running late. I'm sorry. How is everyone? Welcome to my mess. I have got a good mess going on today. I hope all you guys are doing good. Doing good, doing good. I have got a good mess going on. Really good mess going on. So, how is everyone? I hope you're all doing really good. And hi, Care. Sorry I'm running late. Traffic is ridiculous. It's like, I don't know. Today was traffic ridiculousness. It's like, I guess, summertime. Hi, Linda. You know, it's almost the end of school here. We have about another, I don't know, 2 weeks. Hi, Zelda. How are you? How are you doing? So we have like another 2 weeks of school, and it's been ridiculous. So that happens, you know. For us, that's what happens. Hi, Sherry. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I don't know what I'm going to work on today. I am preparing for tomorrow. So for those of you that didn't join me, that joined me sort of late last week, I am doing a 12-hour live stream tomorrow with Michelle Scott. And it'll be from noon Eastern time to midnight Eastern time. Hi, Jamie. You finished homeschooling today. You're so excited. I bet. You know what? I'm going to be glad when school's over here, too. It's been a lot. I'm going to show you guys some cool Happy Meal I got, and then a couple things I'm working on, and then, I don't know. You have 2.5 days left, Sherry? Oh, that's awesome. Hi, Mary Lou. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Diana. I got the coolest Happy Meal, and I've gotten a bunch of your power packs. So I will, at some point before the end of the month, tell you everybody's that I've gotten. It's not too late if you guys want to join the power pack. It is, I don't know if I have one close by. Hopefully I do. It is a deck of cards with empowering women's images and backgrounds and either positive word or saying. And some of these I've made with painty papers. This one, the card came that way. This was a paper napkin. The only thing is, send as many as you'd like to trade, and you will get that back. You just have to send me your pieces. Make sure your address, if you don't send it in the envelope, make sure, or put it on the return address, make sure it's in our Crafting Mama's address folder, and send the postage associated. So the postage is running in the US around $3. My volume is low. Okay, thank you. Sorry. Because I reboot my computer and sometimes it just, I don't know, it goes back to its own factory settings or something. I don't know. Is that better? That should be better. Hi, Mitz. Hi, Barb. I love today. Did you guys all catch Barb today? Barb was awesome today. I loved all that stuff that you did, those Seth Apter products. I love Seth Apter. So it's still not too late if you guys want to participate. Oh, you're going to mail yours out? Great. I just need to get them by the end of May. And if you guys give me a heads up, I'll look for them. And then I'm going to send them out by the end of June. So there is some lead way to get your power pack. So nobody freaks. I want to show you guys, I got some cool Happy Mail. Okay, so I got this came from Mary Kay. I'm sorry, guys. My desk is, so I've been definitely doing some more of my purging. You guys, it has gotten to a serious level. Now I'm doing like detailed purging, which is always good. You know, like when you're really getting down to like purging magazine images and stuff like that. Hi, Julia. I loved Barb's live today too. We all loved it, Barb. We were happy to see you. Hi, Therese. So I'm going to show you a couple of things I got. I'm not going to show you all the Happy Mail I got, but I just wanted to give a shout out. So this came from Mary Kay, and it was all wrapped up. And look at this gorgeous trim. Okay, and she sent me her version of a flowish junk journal. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this trim. I may sew it onto something. I don't know, but I like it a lot. and she had it tied up all beautiful and also beautifully wrapped. I'm giving you guys the unwrapped version. And she sent me, look at this. This is her version of a Flowish journal, and it's awesome. She did 2 pockets, one in the front and one in the back. So it's an envelope. Like she did an envelope and then she decorated it. And then inside, she put all these things for me to use in my collaging efforts. And they're just like really, she sent me some really cool bits and pieces, you know? But I wanted to show you guys, in case any of you, and she sent me some of her painting papers. You can never have too many painting papers. Painting paper junk mail, which I love. And she sent me all kinds of little cool bits and bobs. She put an envelope in the middle and then added some little pieces in it. And it's just really thoughtful. And so thank you, Miss Mary Kay. She sent me more than this, but I just thought I'd give you guys a quick little look. So a Flowish journal is a journal that the idea came from, there's a book called A Flow Book, a book for paper lovers, and it's from the Netherlands. They put out several publications, but this version of it came from a woman here on YouTube named Rosemary Morris, and you guys should check her out. And so isn't this cool? So Mary Kay sent me all those cool bits and pieces. And so in her group, Trashy Flowish Junk Journals, they do a swap once a month of their version, and some of them are themed. But it's really kind of a fun way to share your bits and pieces and your stash with other crafters. And I just loved it. She sent me some envelopes, and they all have bits and pieces in it. Very sweet. Look, all these butterflies. You guys know I have my thing for butterflies, right? Butterfly die cuts and painting papers. And it was just a really sweet Happy Mail. And look, tons of stuff. Oh, and she made one of those cards. Remember when I made one of these cards and Carla made one of these cards, or I don't know what it's called, but anyway, this is her own artwork. 2 small things with great love, and then the back is be brave, right? Then you open it up and you see, and I made one of these too. Hi, Amber. Hi, Cassandra. Hi, Hattie Poe. Hi, Lynn. Hope you're feeling better. Well, and she sent me bunches of other little bits and pieces. But if you guys haven't gone over and joined her group, it's a fun group, and it's really creative, and it's a great way to just like, the idea of this Flowish journal is for you to use up, for you to be able to take out and use every piece in it. So, you know, everything's made to be removable. But I really appreciate it, and I love it. So thank you, Miss Mary Kay, and along with her power pack. Now, I got another box of Happy Mail. I'm not showing you guys everything, but I cried. So here's just one little thing I'm going to show it to you. It came from our Tracy from It's Nana's Place. And look, isn't this beautiful? She sent me some of her Painty Delicious papers. But look what you guys, she sent me. And I cried, you guys. So silly, but I did. She sent me one of her juicy journals. Oh my God, you guys, look at it. And I'm like, I cried. She sent me a box of amazing things, but this is just one of the things in it. And she sent me the most beautiful card. Trace, I love this. I can't wait. I don't know what I'm going to actually put in it, but I'm sort of coveting it. And you guys have to make one of these. Like, I haven't made one yet. But the pages feel so amazing, and they're just so delicious. So I could journal in it, I could glue in it, I could draw in it, I could do anything in it. So I cried. So thank you, Miss Trace. I love this. This is so nice. Love, love, love it. Thank you so much. So generous. And I can't wait to use all the bits and pieces. If I showed you guys, she sent me a box full of amazing goodies. And don't you love this? Isn't this just like delicious? And it makes really cool, it makes good noise too. Crying is okay. Oh, it was a nice cry. It wasn't like a, Kara saying, Tracy, your gift to Malia made her cry. Malia, I am not finished the dresses for the dolls. I promise I will do it before Vera May graduates from school. Yes, this is Tracy's Juicy Journal. She has a video on it. Go over and watch her. Her channel's called It's Nana's Place. And you can see her Juicy Journal, which is delicious. So let me clean up my desk here a little bit. I thought I'd show you guys a Flowish junk journal I'm working on. I am totally doing my calamari. I have been head on doing some serious calamari, down to like going through magazines and ripping out images and stuff. Oh, thanks, Lynn. It made you cry too? Oh no, it made us all cry. Hi, my fairy treasures. How are you? How are you? Hi, Elizabeth. So let me just clean up my desk for a second, and then I'll show you guys the flowist journal I'm working on. So for those of you that are planning on hanging out with me tomorrow, tomorrow's live stream will take place. It will be hosted by Michelle Scott. And I will make sure that we put her, or maybe Hottie Poe can put her her link, her channel link in the chat tonight. You guys go on over, subscribe, and you got to click the bell in order to receive the notifications. And then once you do that, you should receive the notification. But we'll be streaming tomorrow. It'll be me and Michelle Scott. And if you guys don't know her, she's fabulous. And Abby from Pink Poodle you guys, Purple Cottage Crafts. It'll be Abby, me, and Miss Michelle, and it will be from noon until midnight Eastern time, which is really early for me. It'll be like 6 a.m. for me, so that's a little early, guys. That'd be a little early for a weekend, but it'll be good fun, and I'm sure you guys will all be up anyway watching the royal wedding. Because what time does it come on? It comes on something like 4 in the morning, right? Hi, Ann. Yeah, you know what? I can relate to this whole magazine box being full, Malia. Okay, so my hottie took a couple of days off, and we had tons of stuff. I told you guys it's been raining so much that our yard looked like a jungle, and we had to seriously, like, trim our yard back so much so that it needed to go to the green waste. And you guys, honestly, I was grateful that he took a couple of days off to do it, because we could do it faster with 2 of us than just with me, okay? Because it was multiple pickup truckloads full of yard clippings. You guys, when you live in the tropics and it rains all the time, everything grows. Grows. And you guys will notice, for those of you that do the woo-woo, if you do a lot of woo-woo in your house, everything really grows. Everything. So it was out of hand. You guys, it was some serious out of handness. So he took off. So then that enabled me to do a lot more. And I have not finished cleaning up my garage, but I did get a good dent going, which was awesome. And I, got to bring back into my house some of my crafting stuff, and sort of putting me in a place or a space of having to really let go of a lot of stuff. Because I think the multiple times I moved my space, I think I just accumulated stuff that I didn't even know that I accumulated. Or, generally if you keep your stuff in one space, or this is how I usually do, if I'm in one space, then once it's full, then I'm done, right? I don't collect anymore. Well, I kind of went collecting crazy. I also want to show you guys this. This is what I found in my stash too. How many of you guys ordered your catalog from the Shade Store and got some samples? Hey, Linda. We have multiple Lindas. So welcome. Right? We have about 3 or 4, right? Linda S., Linda Mo. We have Linda Mac. We have 2 Linda Macs. But I don't know if they're all here. Pop on the coffee by 5:30. Yeah, definitely. I get up at 5 most every day, but I don't always plan on getting up at 5 on the weekend. So if you order the Shade Store catalog, which I love, it's free. You can also get some samples. Now, I didn't pick out these samples. I just said, send me random selection or however it was. But look, first of all, the cool little pouch that it comes in is awesome, right? And then the second thing is, look at all these little fabulous little these are all for light shades for your home. But you can pick out, I don't know how many they'll send you, probably a lot more than I asked for. And I ordered this a long time ago, you guys. So I've ordered it a few times from them. I've gotten a couple of catalogs and a couple of sample packs. These are so good if you want to make fabric flowers, embellishments. Like, look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? Or sew pockets. This one's nice too. I love this. Oh, look. Look at the detail. So if you guys are into any of that, you had a great library sale, Linda, and you've got a lot of good collage fodder. You know, it's my weakness. Isn't this one good too? Like, it has like little holographic pieces in it. You're 75% done with your craft space, Malia? Oh, good for you. Cynthia, hey Cynthia, she said she got 60 samples. Now, I didn't order. I think you can get as many as they'll give you, right? And they'll send you books of them. I didn't. I just was like, but I wanted you guys to see it. So if any of you guys want to, not trying to be an enabler, but if any of you are up for getting some or need some fabric bits or want some free samples, this is like a really cool little book too that they send you. This is great. And look at this side. They send you these other like shade bits, right? But when this is like a cool thing all on its own. You could paint it with like your juicy paints trays, alcohol inks. They send you just all these like cool bits and pieces. This one's cool too. Fabric. It's like a fabric accordion. We're actually sort of, I don't know if you can tell, but it's textured. This is really cool too. Hey, Michelle Scott. So you guys, Michelle's here in the chat with us. Go to the right side of her name and click on the 3 dots and go over and subscribe and then click the bell next to her name so you'll know when we are going live tomorrow. All right, so you will get the notification, but you guys have it down. It's noon Eastern to midnight Eastern. And then they sent me some other, like, I don't know, these are like little wood samples. I guess for those like Venetian blinds that come, you know, made from wood. This is from the Shade Store. And you can go to their website, theshadestore.com. Here, let me see. Can you guys see it? See? Theshadestore.com. And you can order lots of samples. I'm excited too. Hi, Miss Kate. Here, let me, that's not, because I don't have my Zoom done right or whatever. Here, let's see. It's The Shade Store. Can you see it here? Theshadestore.com. And the catalogs are excellent. They are really, really. Yeah, I'm trying to get it where you can see it. I don't have my, can't see it. Theshadestore.com. Theshadestore.com. The light's not good here. Let's see if it's bigger anywhere else. Can you guys see it on the back? Hey, Angela. The Shade Store. Theshadestore.com, and they will give you free samples. So it's kind of cool if you want that. The catalog itself is also really good too. So, and I've used some of my stuff I've sewn with it. So I thought maybe what I would do is I'd show you this. This is a flowist journal I'm working on. It is not finished. These are a set. I got a set of these books from I got a set of them from either from like the bookstore, you know, like the place I told you guys, or maybe the thrift store. And so what I did was I gutted it, and I liked I'm not finished with the journal, but I liked the front cover of it, so I didn't cover it up. Usually I would cover it with a pocket, but I did sew a little pocket and glue it in from some fabric samples. But it had like a cosmos on it. And then I stuck some product packaging that I made. I mean, product tags that I made. And I'm not done with it, so I thought maybe I'd work out a little bit on that today. Adding some stuff to this Flowish journal. Well, I'm happy you guys are all here. So this is going to be one of those journals similar to what Mary Kay sent me, but my version. So mine has all kinds of weirdness in it, and this is a wallpaper sample that I just folded up and didn't glue it or anything, just stuck stuff in it, pocket stuff, you know. I mean, it still needs some more stuff in it, so I thought maybe I'd make some embellishments for it today. I don't know, but now you guys get an idea. This is my version of a Flowish journal. I don't think I have I don't know if I have any that I've finished that I usually once I finish it, it leaves my possession. The catalog, it was beautiful. That catalog is beautiful from the Shade Store. I love that. I have it, I don't have it close by, but I've cut mine up. So in my Flowish, I put, you know how much I love making these product packaging tags, and then library, these are those library pockets that I make out of painted, jelly printed book pages. And then this is just like scrapbooking supplies. And then a few painty papers. Now, I never send anybody something that I myself won't use. So I send, when I make mine, I make it as if I'm receiving it, and I send stuff I use, right? So this kind of gives you an idea of what you know, it's not finished, but gives you an idea of some stuff I would put in mine. So map pages and painty papers, and it needs like the touches in it, you know, the ends, you know what I'm talking about, the detail touch. And I may go through and take it all apart again and put it back together. I often do that multiple times. How many of you guys do that when you make these little journals? You initially put it together, and then you go through and you take all the stuff apart and you put it back together multiple times until you get it exactly how you want it. So thanks, Linda. So tomorrow, I have a really special project I'm working on tomorrow, and I'm super excited about it. What are you going to make, Miss Michelle? I am making my version of an embellishment box made from recycled stuff. So, but I just thought I'd give you an idea of what one, if I was going to send out one. Now, this one's not finished yet. It has another pocket in the back. Now, sometimes I cover the whole back, but I liked the fact that this one had like the cosmos or whatever. It has like this whole, had like a whole thing going on. So I just cut 2 upholstery samples. What I did is I also took some muslin and I stamped with that concentric circle stamp. And it has some postage, oh gosh, you guys. The Tyvek from a FedEx envelope, a used FedEx or postage envelope, the used ones that I told you. I have a friend that runs a company and they mail out a bunch and then they're not recyclable. So she calls me. I've had to tell her I have plenty for right now, but she calls me. And then I'm just going to fill the sides with like cool bits and pieces. So, and I love the book. I like these. And I don't know if I'm going to add a clasp to it. I may or may not. Sometimes I do. And then I used some fabric that I had to tie in the signatures. It probably needs to be re-tied in because they look a little loose. And I'll keep adding stuff to it. So I haven't decided if I'm going to, you know, make a permanent closure on it or send it like this so they can make their own. You know what, Malia, they send it to you free. You know, I wouldn't worry about it. Hi, BJ. You've never made a flowy journal. Oh, Amber, they're fun. So fun. Well, I need to dress this one up. It needs some more stuff. You know, doesn't have any paperclip embellishments, really. It doesn't have any. So I don't know. I'm going to look through my stuff that I have close by, and I'll make some stuff to add to it, right? I will add some stuff to my little flourish book here. So I just need to get some paper clips and figure out what I'm going to make. Maybe I'll make some tabs, which I love making tabs. And I like this tab die. I don't know where I got it, but I like it. Did you say what you're working on tomorrow? It's Michelle's birthday tomorrow, you guys. It is Michelle's birthday tomorrow. So we are having it's Michelle's 39th birthday tomorrow. And so we are doing happy 39 to Michelle. Yeah, you guys go over and join Rosemary's group. She does some really nice swaps. And, you know, guys, I don't want to say I'm not the swapping queen because I'm not. Guys, I have to do it when it works for me, you know, and sometimes I'm good with it, and other times I'm just like, I'm overwhelmed. And right now, with all the stuff going on in my life, I'm a little bit overwhelmed. So I'm going to cut up some pieces of this to stick in it. So I'm not swapping, but you guys go over. Hi, Laura. You guys go over and join her group and swap. She does a swap. She does a Flowish journal swap once a month, I think. And she does other swaps. So if you guys are into doing swaps, I say go on over and join her group and join the Flowish swap. You will, it's a fun way to exchange stashes and, you know, get some bits and pieces that you wouldn't necessarily have. Jamie, today's your birthday? Today's your birthday, Jamie? I missed your birthday. Oh my gosh, what a terrible friend I am. It's Jamie's birthday. Oh no. All right, everybody. Are we ready? We gotta sing happy birthday to Jamie. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jamie. Happy birthday to you and many more. Happy birthday, Jamie. Well, tomorrow's Miss Michelle's birthday, and we are going to be partying like it's 1999. Right, Michelle? Right, Miss Michelle Scott? So while we are all here, let's all say hello to our lovely friend, Pat. I have not heard from Pat, but Phaedra heard from Pat. And Pat said, thank you guys for all of the wonderful things you're sending her. And she's just fighting and she's doing her best. I have to do that tomorrow? Okay. Of course I'll say happy birthday to you tomorrow. Rosemary's channel is Rosemary Morris. And her Facebook group is called Trashy Flowish Junk Journals. Everybody's saying hello to Pat. Michelle saying hi. Jamie saying hi. Malia says I can't. Oh, Malia saying I can't wait to hang out with you ladies tomorrow and finish my cleaning your crafty space. Laura saying hello, Pat. Trace is saying hello to you. Linda Moe is saying hi, Pat. Kara saying hugs and love, Pat. Sherry saying hi, Pat. Elizabeth is saying hi, Pat. Mary Lou is sending her love. Anne is saying hi. Linda's saying hi. Cassandra's sending you some love, Pat. Oh, and I'll laugh. Yes, we can talk about all kinds of risque stories. I've had some good stories for you guys. It's kind of got out of my head at the moment. Oh, Pat. BJ says, oh, Pat. Hi, I think of you every day. Carrie sending you love and hugs. And Kathy's saying, hi, Pat. Pat, we love you, and we can't wait to see you back active again on Facebook and hear about Martin and Tigger. And we love you. We just want you to know we love you. So, yes, tomorrow will be a hoot. Tomorrow we will be laughing with Michelle and Abby. And Aaliyah sending you some love, Pat, and some happy mail soon. You guys, if you send Pat some happy mail, make sure that you tell her who it's from, because sometimes people are sending her happy mail and she doesn't have any idea. I'll get a little note. I got a really cool something from someone, but I have no idea who it is. So I'm just reminding you that happy mail is always nice when you know who sent it to you. So, oh, you're so nice. Thanks, Zelda. You can hang out on your birthday next year and I'll sing to you too. Why not? Why not? Why not, you guys? Why not? So you guys, I like making tabs out of anything. You know, you could go back and paint these. You could go back and, you know, but I found it's kind of a good way to use up a bunch of bits and pieces that you have that you just would throw away. It's secrets. Oh, she's making a secret project tomorrow. You're making a secret, and Michelle's having special guests. So it's not just me and Abby. But I think me and Abby are kind of like, you know, we're propping her up. I'm propping her up from the middle of the ocean, and Abby's propping her up. And we're just going to be hanging out with Michelle, and we're going to be surprised by the special guests too. So make sure you guys go over and subscribe to Miss Michelle Scott. And with that, hit that little bell button so you get the notification that she's going to be live when she goes live tomorrow. So you know what I like about this Flowish journals, and you know, it's all Rosemary's fault. Yes, Cheryl. Yes, Miss Cheryl, I got your power pack. I got a bunch of mail, and I promise. Hi, Miss APG. I promise I'll tell you guys next week, and I'll post it in our group of everybody that I got from. Yes, I did get yours. I got a bunch, and I'll post it in our Crafting Mamas group. One thing I do like about the Flowish journal is that, you know, we all have like kind of, because we all live in different places, we all have different stash stuff, right? So, now depending upon where you live, you get really cool little bits and pieces from all over. So that's why I like it. And it's all Rosemary's fault. We can all blame Rosemary. It was her brilliant idea because we all fell in love with those flow books, but they're a little pricey. I just remember at the time when I first joined her group, or maybe when I had been a member before for a while before she did her Flowish journals, that I had gone to Barnes & Noble and I had seen the flow book, but I was like, I don't know if I'm going to spend that kind of money on it. And then I don't exactly remember how it all transpired, but I'm sure if you go over and you join her group, somebody there will fill you in on how it all came about. It's all Rosemary's fault. All Rosemary Morris's fault that we're all in love with Flowish trashy Flowish junk journals. And you're not actually sending people trash. It's just trashy is in like a trashy junk journal, like a real junk journal, not a DigiKit product. Although you could send DigiKit pieces, send what you have. But you know, you don't have to go out and buy anything. It's just like stuff you already have in your stash or stuff you have in your, in your extras. In your extras. No, but I'm cutting this so that it can be, I'm making a little envelope for those little tabs. So that's what I'm doing right this minute. If any of you guys are wondering, I'm making a little, just a little envelope for those tabs. so that I can put them in there. So I have like a little, so I have a little extra to put in there. Maybe I'll get my sewing machine out tomorrow and sew some embellishments too. So tomorrow I'm making embellishments. I don't know what Miss Michelle's making, but I'm making an embellishment, a box of embellishments. How are you feeling, Miss APG? Are you leaving us, Miss Trace? You have a flow book and you've been busy with other stuff too, Cheryl? Ooh. Everybody, hi, Kiala. Aloha Friday to you too. So did you guys see that horrible Texas shooting today in that school? You guys, I'm from that area. Where do you live, APG? Do you live far from it? You're feeling fine? Oh, good. Hi, Renee. I was just kind of wondering when I saw that on the news today. I was kind of having a feeling, I don't know if any of my friends' children are there, you know, like, it's not a huge area, Santa Fe, Texas. I'm wondering if anybody, you were in art class and your heart sank. I have to tell you guys, I had a good cry over it. I do not, I'm like, I'm so at my wit's end with all of this, like, hurting each other. You guys, the part that we're all missing is we are in this together. You're going to be watching tomorrow, Kayla? Oh, good. We're in this together. This planet Earth, we're all inhabitants of it. We're all part of this big microcosm. And when we hurt other people, we're actually hurting ourselves. And I was so upset. I didn't even know what to do. You guys, I was like, seriously, it made me sick. I loved Barb's stream today, and I understood exactly why Barb was like, I need to be here today. Because you guys, when you are empathic, and I am, and you got most of you guys are too, and I know Miss Barb is for sure, all that energy is just, it makes you, just really makes you upset. You were far away, you were getting your car inspected. His sister's a teacher there? Oh no. Well, Kate, I have small children. I mean, we all still have children in school, right? And I'm just like, I didn't even, it just made me so sick. I was so sick. I was so sick. So tonight in our woo-woo, for those of you that want to stay for woo-woo later on, we'll definitely put all those that are suffering in that school in our woo-woo, but we'll put ourselves in there too. And humanity, we have to wake up, you guys. When we hurt other people, we're hurting ourselves. It's like, so, I don't know. It's a little much, yeah? It is a little much. I bawled too, Elizabeth. It was horrible. I was sick to my stomach. I was sick to my stomach. You guys, I woke up to it, and then I tried to reach out to my friend who is a teacher over in that school district, and still haven't heard from them. And I know that I have friends that I went to school with whose kids go to that school. You know, I mean, it's so, I don't know. You guys, violence has never cured anything, ever, ever. Violence has never cured anything. It doesn't take away the pain, it just creates more. You talk to your kids in school today and they're scared. You know what? I don't know, you guys. I really don't. I'm just like, and I know somebody's going to come along and say this is too personal or too much for them. Okay, here's my thing to you that are going to come and tell me that. Change the channel. There are plenty of things to watch on YouTube. If you don't want to talk about real things in real life and be, you know, this is, or start your own YouTube channel and talk about whatever you want to talk about. You know, You guys, I was so sad today. It was like, Between that and the volcano erupting in Hawaii, which is still going strong, you guys, it is nowhere near done. And I'm grateful I don't live on that island, but I will tell you the air quality in my island, it is not good. It is not good. The air quality in my island is definitely so. Not that I have anything to complain about because I have a home, so you know. All right, here's my little envelope. Not that, and it's not perfect, but it will fit those little. It's made out of parchment paper because that's what I had. Because Miss Sue sent me some parchment paper from the dollar store, which I love. You guys take for granted stuff you get where you are. I don't have parchment paper, so Sue sent me some. Yes, I'm using parchment paper. I used Elmer's Extreme Glue, and it works. And it was, where did I do the little parchment paper? That's right here with underneath my, this is what she sent me. Parchment paper. And I love it. And I love it, love it, love it. Your niece is flying out Tuesday? Flying from the Big Island or flying here? Flying from here? We did your, Linda says, we did your woo-woo though. I wasn't able to chat your last 2 streams. Oh, how was Richard? How is Richard, Miss Linda? I don't know. Maybe it's this brand of parchment paper, Carrie. Hattie Poe sent it to me, and I'm using Elmer's Extreme. There's no, for me, Maui to Little Rock. Ooh. God, I love the Dollar Tree. We don't have a Dollar Tree here. What did you say? APG says, Carrie, I guess we need it from the dollar store because parchment can't be glued, taped, or nothing. Well, mine's glued, you guys. Look, it's glued. I mean, I could pull it open if I wanted to because it's not totally dry, but it's glued. You guys, it's not magic. It's not. I promise. It's totally not magic. It glued. Definitely. I'm definitely sending you prayers, Kayla. Hi, Amanda. How are you? I know we do not have a Dollar Tree. Is that ridiculous? We don't. It would be the $5 tree. Or maybe the $10 tree here. It's really great for him. Aww. Well, I'm glad, Linda. I'm really glad it's helping him relax. You give him our love. Cheryl, I think we're all a little bit worried about our kids. You have the same paper as me? Carrie, I swear I'm not doing any, there's no magic. Okay? This is probably a very old glue stick. You guys, the reason somebody commented the other day that every time they turn around, I am putting the lid back on my glue. Okay, yes, I am. Because, you guys, it gets gummy. If I leave it open, even for a little bit, it starts to get gummy. At least here. So, it's the weather here. Carrie, I don't know why it's sticking, but it did. Welcome, Amanda. We're happy you're here. Well, I don't know if all glue stick works, but this one does. Elmer's Extreme. And I love this one. Even resin doesn't stick? Okay, guys. I don't know. I just glued it shut. It just stuck. I don't know. You know what? Aw, Linda, tell him I said thank you. I can't live without glue sticks either. I don't know why. It's so ridiculous, and I know it's wasteful. I'm waiting for somebody to like pipe in and tell me that I recycle, but that you can't recycle glue sticks, and you know, I know all that. You guys, I can't be 100%. It's like whatever it is, right? What was I going to tell you guys? Oh, so it has been raining here. I told you guys my whole bunny thing, right? We call it the magic woo-woo glue. Maybe it is a magic woo-woo glue. You know what, Care? I don't know. You guys, I don't know. So, you guys, it has been raining here like crazy. And I told you that every single time. I told you that we have this little rabbit. And that every single time I put the rabbit out in the middle of the yard, because in her little hutch, it's a he. He lives inside and outside, but every time I put him outside, when I think it's semblance of sun, it starts to rain. So my hottie says that I have done like some, I don't know. You guys, he makes fun of me. I'm like the brunt of all of their jokes, but he really makes fun of me. So he said that I have caused like I've somehow computerized in my head that putting the bunny out is going to cause rain, right? And so that's why every single time I put the bunny out, it rains. So I've been trying to focus on something different, but the bunny has to go out, you guys. Otherwise, you know, the bunny needs to run around outside too. You guys, I spend more time worrying about this bunny than probably I need to. Anyway, so based on that, I didn't even know Hawaii had these, but we have these enormous katydids. Hi, Jane. Do you guys know what katydids are? You know? They're like big grasshopper kind of things. Anyway, so, and you guys, I attract all kinds. My yard looks like a jungle, and I attract all sorts of bugs like me. I don't have a dislike for bugs, but let's just face it, I'm not rocking around going like, oh yay, bugs, woo, bugs, you know. You guys, bugs like me. They just like me. It's like my yard. It's like we moved here, nothing's growing. Now everything is like, looks like a jungle. It's my life. So lately, because of all this rain, these crazy katydids have been coming in. Well, they're big. They're quite big. I should take a picture of them so you could see them sometime. They're quite large. And they have this in Texas. I remember growing up and them having katydids in Texas. I mean, it's not like it's something you don't know. You call them praying mantises in Kansas? Okay. And they're as ugly as grasshoppers. They're huge. No, the katydid did not eat the bunny. Okay, so, hey, Emily. So, I'm trying to catch some, and they're big, and they hop, and they jump, and you guys, and then they'll jump on me. All the bugs will jump on me. So, I'm trying to catch, there's some really big ones in the hallway, like 2 of them, and it had been pouring, and so I'm trying to catch them, put them out. I put them out, and then they fly back in, and I put them out, and they fly back in. After, like, the 3rd time, and I was home just with me and the girls, and they were, like, not having any of it. They were not touching these bugs. I finally just text, Hottie's at work, and I text him, and I said, you know, when you get home, we have this giant size, like, katydids in our house, and I keep putting them out, and they keep coming back in, and I don't exactly know how they keep finding their way back in, but they do, and, so he's like, okay, no problem. So he comes home, and he sees these 2 enormous katydids, and he puts them out, and he watches them fly back in through another way in our house, and I was like, oh, man. So he shuts that off, and we make sure they're all gone. Okay, no more katydids. And I was like, oh, this is cool. You guys, I woke up yesterday morning to the sound of these crickets in my living room. Okay, my older daughter gets up. It's like we all get up really early. She goes to work really early. Anyway, she goes, Mom, she goes, we now have crickets, or at least Katie did, singing in the living room. You guys, I'm like, okay. I said, okay, I surrender. I surrender because I surrender. This is not folded straight. I surrender. I completely surrender because, you know, it's just whatever. I gotta let it go because I'm not. The katydids they've decided they're moving in my house. So what can I do? Just gotta let it be what it is. So they were singing. It's like, who wakes up in the morning to find grasshoppers singing in their house? Me. It's ridiculous. So that was me. That's what's going on. Oh, that was what's going on with me. Singing, the grasshoppers are singing in my house. So that was what's going on in my world. We all had a laugh, though. I was like, I said, I'm glad you guys think this is funny. I said, I'm finding it a little bit annoying. Like, big time annoying. They were all laughing. They were like, see, if they just want to be in here with you. So I didn't invite them. I did not invite them to come in. So come to my house. You might have a few crickets. Like a cricket in the heart that's good. Like a no bug show. Oh, I'm not a bug person, you guys. I'm not a bug person. I'm not a lizard person. And I have all of it. The only good thing about Hawaii is, I mean, there's many good things about Hawaii, but one good thing is there's no snakes here. So they don't come in. They don't come in. We do have centipedes and scorpions, but they haven't. Centipedes sometimes come in, but not that often. And they're really big, and yeah, I just pick them up and take them out. Oh, we'll see you when you get back, BZ. Emily says she has a robin that likes to fight with himself every day. He's either smashing off my living room window or he's attacking your car. Oh, no. Cheryl says she sees a piece of hair, like a piece of her hair on the carpet, and she gets freaked out. I understand that. Cheryl, I get it. I totally get it. Well, we do have these enormous, I told you about our big lizards. We do have that, and that has, I have to tell you, some days, you guys, you're just like I'm trying to have a powwow with them. Say, there's beautiful outside for you. But they aren't listening. They are not listening to me. They are not listening to me. So, you know, I'm just doing my best. Just going with it. Call Batman. Robin needs an intervention. Oh my gosh, you're so funny. Oh, that was Jane. You want to know what happened yesterday? You can't find. I know. Why can't you find butterflies in your house? I know, right? So yesterday I was cleaning out because I was seriously purging, like going through magazine images. I've got a pile of them over there on the floor. Pile of magazine images I'm keeping, and then a pile of stuff to let go. And so I was going ripping up these things. The next thing I know, I see this big thing crawl out. I'm like, okay. It's a big, huge lizard, okay? And he comes and he sits right on top of my pile of magazines. Close to me, mind you. Close to me. I don't like them, okay? And he starts doing the thing, you know, where they call for their mate with that, their throat has like a red thing underneath it. I was like, okay, we need to get something really clear here. I am not your mate. You're not going to find your mate in my house on a pile of magazines. And it was a big, big one. I was like, oh no, that meant I had to take it out. Because I'm not a bug person. I mean, I try not to kill any of the bugs. But I'm not like, I'm not like, oh yay, get to pick up another big lizard. What about their money bag, right? You guys, I'm not a bug person, and I'm not a lizard person. I know there's people out there that are all that. It's just not me. So if you bugs are listening, please leave. You know, I'm like over it. He needs a Batman. Oh my gosh. I'm serious, you guys. It's ridiculous. I'm brave, Linda. I don't think I'm brave, but I don't like to kill anything if I can help it. You know, like they've lived here longer than me. I think I'll just let them have their space, right? But I don't want them in my house, and I haven't figured out how to. One of my friends, she was like trying to explain to me. She's all into bugs. Okay, I'm not that into bugs. She was trying to explain to me that bugs see in pictures that they don't see, like, you know, I'm like, she said I'm not communicating with them correctly. I said, well, can you communicate with them for me? Because obviously I'm not doing it right because they're still in my house. Michelle hates frogs. Frogs don't bother me. I just would like not to have any of them in my house. Her daughter brought her a stack of vintage. Now she has Playboy Zitty Takers. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Hi, Jane. That is hilarious, Jane. That is hilarious. You know, I never forget, when my great uncle died, I was at my great aunt's house helping her clean out his stuff, and we found his stash of Playboy magazines. But you have to realize he passed away, must have been in like the 70s. So these Playboy magazines were like really old, so like old pinup style, you know? And it was quite funny. I was like, so my aunt was mortified, you know, as any older person might be, but she was mortified, and we were all like, it's okay. She was mortified that we found his Playboy stash, and she was like, she was mortified. So I'm going to see if I can find some things to cut up in here for the tabs as well. You guys, really anything works. Anything works. Anything. One thing I will say though is if you're doing lots of magazine pages with your punches, it's always better to make layers of magazine pages, because the punches sometimes don't punch all the way through them because they're so thin. So Kara says she's sure the articles are good. At least that's what she's been told. Oh, Kara. Yeah, right. Wasn't that what we always heard when we were growing up? Oh, I get it for the articles. So it was like, yeah, right. Yeah, you get it for the articles. So tell me what's going on with you guys. Tell me what is going on in your world. I've had a ridiculous week. My week has been filled with doctor's appointments and that sort of ridiculousness. You have a Holland Lop? Oh, I don't know what kind of bunny ours is. You guys, ours was from a rescue. Okay, can we not? You guys, I have rescue issues, okay? Rescuing pets. And I have kids that are equally as bad. So if we actually lived in a bigger place, we would have many more animals. Night, Miss Michelle. See you mañana. I will have my bells on, and I will have my singing on, and I will get my coffee going. I will get my coffee going, and I will be there. You guys make sure to go over and subscribe to Michelle's channel so that you can see. Look, these will make some really cool tabs. Either side. This side or this side. Don't you think? They'll make cool tabs no matter what. Cynthia, if you come to my house, you could have some. You can see katydids anytime. Kara says I am in crafting penitentiary because I'm afraid to craft with anything I won't gift away. I have bronchitis. Oh no, just heavily contagious, so you're behind on the life. Oh, Mama, you just need to feel better. You haven't picked up a Playboy magazine in years? I have to tell you, Cheryl, I'm right there with you. Okay, so far, Carrie, it is sticking to, this one's sticking as well. So maybe it's my glue is so old, or I don't know. Maybe it's because the glue sits open and then it gets gummy, and maybe that's why. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't have a clue. I don't know why it's working better. I don't know why it's working better with that. Then I don't know. You have a bunny? Aww. I don't know what ours is. Ours is a bunny rescue. Okay? There is no, I don't know what kind of bunny he is. He was a bunny rescue. So that's what we have, the bunny rescue. And we're good. I'm good with it. You know, I'm good with the bunny rescue. But I don't want any more animals right now. It's just too much. What's in my car? What did you say is in my car? What, Holly? What did I miss? What are we ewing for? I'm missing the whole conversation. Okay, I see you guys ewing, so I don't know if I want to know. Hi, Jessica. How are you? So, Barb, you made me want to get those Seth After embossing. Can't really call them powders. What do you call them? They're like embossing textures, or what does he call them? I don't need any more anything. But after watching you today, I was like, I want to try those, but I'm not doing it for a while. You have 2 ferrets? Oh, cool. Well, I'm not having none of it. Heidi says, ferrets are thieves, and they steal your things. I'm not getting a ferret. You guys, we're not getting any more animals. I'm over it right now. Jane's having some pet envy there, Em. So... I just can't. You guys, I feel like I'm overwhelming my own self. I can't add any more stuff to my plate. Ooh, it's quiet at your house. Your hubby and your sons are off at scouting camp. Ooh, good for you. I hope you feel better, Care. Definitely feel better, Miss Care. All right, so I'll put 1 envelope in there, and then maybe I'll stamp on it. Let me see. I have some. Maybe I'll stamp on the envelope. These are those Tim Holtz little tiny stamps. I don't know what the name of them is. It is Little Things. Tim Holtz Little Things. Tim Holtz Little Things. Let me see, what do I want to put on here? Maybe I'll put... Maybe I'll put... Maybe I'll put this violin. I have green ink here. I have other ink, but let's see if I find a closer ink that's a different color ink, but maybe I don't have one. Close by. So I'm excited about tomorrow. I've been gathering all my stuff for my embellishments, and like many of you, I have stays on purple. That's what I'll use. Like many of you, I have. This is going to be so small. Maybe I will. Let me see what else I have. Like many of you, I have so many projects going on that making embellishments is going to be fun, I think. So it'll be nice. It'll be nice to hang out and make some embellishments and stuff to go. And Melissa's Spirits Do Steal. She put a little video of them up on Instagram today. They were crazy after they had a bath. Ooh, that's cool. That's very cool. Because I don't know what kind of, I don't know who made the stamp. I don't know anything. I don't even know where it came from. And I need to, I don't know where my ink pad is. I'll put it on this. Stamp it with this. Let's see if it fits. Oh, it won't stick on that. It's not sticky. Seriously, guys. I don't know where I don't have my acrylic blocks over here because I wasn't planning on stamping. Here, it should stick to this. This has a raised thing on it. Seriously? Let me just test it out and see if I'm going to stamp it on anything. Noon Craftathon. It's noon. Yeah, right after the royal wedding. The time clock, Valerie. I can go back and do a time clock. I'm going to see what this looks like, though. Let me find a piece of paper. Let me find some paper to stamp on. Guys, I am not the queen of stamping. I think Care is the queen of stamping. Aren't you, Care? Aren't you the queen of stamping? I need an acrylic block for this, I really do, but mine's in the other room. So I started finding all kinds of things that I have lovingly hid away from myself. Bye, Miss APG. Love you. Love, love, love you, girl. Hope you have a great weekend. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And if you're around, join us tomorrow at some point or just come over to say hi. Wish Miss Michelle Scott a happy 39th birthday. Oh, Jane, I hope you get something to feel better, girl. So in my calamari, and going through all my stuff with my calamari, I'm like finding all kinds of stuff. How many of you guys have done that? Where you've put stuff, you've hidden stuff from yourself. I know I'm not the only one. This is going to go in my book. There's one the book down over here. I know I'm not the only one, but okay, it needs more ink. I know I'm not the only one, but it is like ridiculous, right? It's like we've hidden stuff from ourselves and then we find it. Hi, Cat. And then we find it, right? Hey, Kathy. So it's ridiculous. Yes, right? You hide stuff and then you're like, or you spend all this time looking for something. That happens to me. We've moved so much in the past few years that one day I was looking for this pot. I like to cook as well. And I was looking for this pot that I love. Not particularly expensive, but I love the pot because it just, I don't know, cooks whatever I was cooking in it well, or I like it. And I spent all this time looking for it. Okay, now this might not be stamping because it's not on a flat surface. And I spent all this time looking for it, only for Hadi to tell me that he thought that that was something that I had 2 houses ago, that I gave it away. Hence, I need a map for my craft stuff. Yep, you're right, I do. Okay, it will stamp as long as I do it with my fingers and not on a block. Carrie says when she crafts, she doesn't put it back, and then when I clean it, I find it. Hey. Your stuff is still packed, waiting for the contractor to finish your craft room? My stuff is still partially in boxes, waiting for its owner to like get the shizzle together to deal with it, to like take it out of the box, take it out of the many boxes that I have in my garage. Although my garage is getting much cleaner. My neighbor came over and asked me when I was moving. Okay, it didn't stamp totally perfect, but it's good enough. Because I didn't have enough ink on my stamp, but it's not bad. Well, it's kind of cool. So my neighbor asked me when I'm moving. Linda, I love painting newspaper. It's an addiction. You can't believe you found, Julianne says, she can't believe what she found when I packed and a couple of things I didn't even know you had, right? Well, hi, Valerie. Yeah, I think it looks good too. It's good enough. It's just going to be on the front of this. So let me see, what am I going to put on this one? I'll stamp something different, but I like the length of that one. It kind of takes up the whole space. You guys, I found that I have all these stamps, and I don't even know where half of them came from. You guys, so, you know, I told you I had a friend that moved off the island, and she was like a big-time stamper. And I think a lot of these stamps came from her. Because she gave me a bunch of stuff, but I guess I really didn't, look, she gave me some fish stamps. I know when I'm purging these who I'll be passing them on to. Can you guys guess? When I eventually purge them, who I will pass them on to? Any guesses, anyone? No, so I found all these things that I was like, where did this come from? And where did that come from? And they have to be from her. She gave me boxes of stuff. And, you know, sometimes when you live in a small space, you just, you know, you don't, well, I didn't, I didn't unpack it all. I didn't, you know, like she gave me a bunch of stuff that was like, I mean, it was cool stuff, but it was also like, I don't know. I definitely need a better storage system, better organizational system. I definitely need that. I definitely need that. I need better storage, better. Sounds fishy to you. You're so funny. Your craft room and your pantry are going to be finished? Yes, you're right, Ann. That's who I will pass them on to. That's like, I was cleaning up. I was like, I have fish stamps? I didn't even know I had fish stamps. Guys, that's how ridiculous it is. Because I have stuff I don't even know I have. I think I'm going to do the fish in purple and then some water and blue. Anyway, I have bunches of stuff that I didn't even know I had. So there you go. That's how it rolls in my world right now. So it's all good. You know, I'm good with it. But it's also like, really? Where did that come from? Mary Lou says, when she cleaned out, she not only found things she'd forgotten, but she found things she had no idea where they came from. And you don't even remember having them at all. Mary Lou, welcome to my life. The only thing I can say for it is that I do have friends. Because I had helped that friend of mine. I had a friend of mine that moved from here to, she moved to Utah. And so she gave me a ton of her crafting stuff. Somewhere, someone is watching over your sweethearted, caring person. Aw. Bye, Jamie. Love you, girl. Hope you have a wonderful birthday. Yeah, it is like Christmas. You're right. You're absolutely right, Sherry. It is. It's either like Christmas or it's like the beginning of Alzheimer's, right? You're like, whose is this? Did I ever tell you guys about the mysterious clothes that showed up in my dryer or showed up in my washer? Okay, that stamp, this ink doesn't show up. Did I ever tell you guys that? Oh my gosh, you guys, that was hilarious. Also, it's not stays on ink, so maybe this ink isn't going to work on parchment paper. It's probably what it is. Okay, so then I don't have any choices. Many choices because I don't know how much stays on I have over here. Okay, I have that royal purple that I just used. So, when I used to live in New York, I had a house in upstate New York. And I had a laundry room that was in our basement. And that's how you could enter our house up like it was sort of like built into a wall. Does that make sense? Like built into a hill, I mean. So it was like sort of above and below ground. So anyway, I'm doing the laundry one day, and our laundry room's in the basement. I'm doing the laundry one day, and all of a sudden, I wonder if this will show up on that parchment paper. And all of a sudden, I find like these very weird. Now, my daughters were younger at the time. Like my oldest daughter must have been about 13, maybe 12. I don't know. Anyway, she wasn't very old, and so I found these like clothes that were clearly not mine and clearly not hers. and I had younger children. So they were none of the younger children as well. So I was like, well, that one doesn't show up. So I was like, okay, this is like kind of freaking me out. So I was like, So then it started making me think, has somebody like come into my house? Like, has somebody come into my, like, but who would come into your house and like put their laundry in your laundry, right? But it was like a whole wardrobe of clothes. It was like jeans and t-shirts and undergarments, and it was kind of freaky. Okay. And I was like, okay, like, I was like, this is weird. So then I started asking my neighbor, have you seen anybody like, because we lived in the country, and in New York we had a house upstate, so we lived in the country. So I was like, have you seen anyone come into our house? And he was like, no. It's like, no, I haven't seen anyone. Those were yours? I wish I'd saved them. My daughter and I were talking about this the other day. They were like really risque, some of these clothes. Like, and first of all, where we lived was cold, so I couldn't imagine anyone. First of all, like, okay, fine to have risque clothes, but second of all, it was like they were scants. They were like little scanty panties and stuff. I was like, well. So, and it was a whole wardrobe of clothes, like not just a few clothes. It was like t-shirts and jeans and socks and underwear and anyway, so I was like, okay, well, this is a little freaky. So I folded them all up and I put them in a bag in the garage because I was like thinking, well, if somebody is that desperate to like break into my house to put their laundry in there, I was like, you know what I mean? I was like, serious, like, I'm gonna like put the laundry. And so you guys, nobody ever came to claim their clothes. We don't know where they went and where they came from. Okay. So then fast forward to when I lived for a minute in Las Vegas. I had a job that took me to Las Vegas. I was living from Maui and it transferred me to Las Vegas for a short period of time. And we lived in a house, just a house, plain old house, nothing really fancy. And one day, all of Hottie's underwear went missing. All of them. Like, I had just bought him, like, all these new underwear, like, in packages, and I washed them and dried them, put them in his drawer, and then he goes, where's my underwear? I'm like, in the drawer. Guys, not one pair, all of them. Or maybe he had one pair of them, and all the rest were missing. We're talking like, I don't know, 10, 12 pair. And I was like, okay, who comes... It would creep you out having somebody's clothes. Well, it kind of creeped me out too. It totally kind of creeped me out. What? You better not have bought them? And what do you talk about better not having bought? So, maybe Hottie has lady stalker. No, this was different. See, I was married to somebody else before Hottie. So, the one in New York was like my first husband. And I asked him and he was just like, he thought maybe it was one of the kids' friends. And I said, but our kids were too young then. Do you know what I mean? Their friends were young. Their friends were not, their friends were little friends. They weren't, you know what I mean? They weren't, what do you call it? They weren't friends that could have worn this size clothing. Okay? So then, but all of his underwear missing was hilarious because I was like, dude, somebody has we had a electric garage door opener, and I was like, dude, somebody has a garage door opener, and they just came in while you were out. They know when I'm at work. They came in while you were out and stole all your underwear. Oh. You took them? Oh my God. So that we never had any Yeah, we laugh about it now. It's kind of creepy though when you think about it, right? Because I was like, who? And okay, this is even weirder. So we had rented this house in Las Vegas, and it was kind of a big house. You know, it was bigger than the houses that we were used to living in. It was 2-story. It was like a 2-story house with like 2 living rooms and it was kind of bigger than. Anyway, we rented it. It was perfectly located. That's why I rented it, and I rented it close enough to where my daughter was going to school at the time. And so when the underwear went missing, some underwear showed up. But it was not underwear. It was like stage underwear, like sparkly underwear like you'd wear if you were a show dancer. Like a pole dancer? Yes, like a pole dancer clothes. You're from Rochester, Valerie? Well, I lived in Woodstock, so I don't think they were not Superman underwear, Jane. They weren't. But it's ridiculous, right? Robin stole them. That's right. Anyway, you guys, I've had some weirdnesses sometimes. I'm not going to lie. I have had some weird things. That one was particularly weird. Let me see if I have a piece of course I don't have any washi tape on my desk because I cleaned off my desk. I didn't really clean it off, but maybe I can take a piece of this and take the... Anyway, you guys, I'm telling you, it gets weird sometimes. What else did we find? You guys have had the weirdest experiences like that, so... But the clothes in New York were a little bit much because we lived in the country. It's like kind of scary though, right? Thinking somebody wasn't... I make you laugh, Debbie? I make myself laugh, or I freak myself out. Like I have to tell you, I stayed awake quite a few... I'm laughing now because it was so long ago, but I stayed awake quite a few nights wondering why somebody would come from... Oh my gosh, Jane says a panty sniffer. No, Jane. Oh, you mean Hottie's panties? I don't think so. His underwear, his Hanes men's briefs or whatever, they boxers or whatever. No, but he was pissed because he was like pissed because he thought one of the kids had played a joke on him. Took his underwear or whatever just to be funny. Because you guys, they do stuff like that. I mean, they haven't taken his underwear, but anyway, you guys, it was ridiculous. So, to say the least, it was ridiculous. It was totally, absolutely ridiculous. So, yeah, I never found out whose clothes they were. And, then I started thinking, because we locked our house in New York, but you could get through in the garage, So I was thinking, well, maybe somebody with a garage door opener, messed with it, and then, you know what I mean? Maybe, I don't know. My mind was kind of going, thinking, maybe somebody you had with a garage door opener messed with it or something, I have to say, it did keep me, wondering for a while. Totally kept me wondering for a while. How many of you guys have ever... I mean, that was a little bit weird. My sister had something similar happen, but not underwear. She came home from vacation, and her kids are grown. So she came home, she and her husband had gone on a little mini vacation, just the two of them. Let's see what else I'm going to put in this. I think I'm going to make some... Let me see if I can find something to make paperclip embellishments, and I'll use these stamps. I just need a box, or a piece of cardboard. Let me see, or junk mail. Ooh, I can use one Mary Kay sent me. Mary Kay sent me a box, and I can use it. So my sister came home from vacation, and and it was like a man's work jacket, like a jacket that you would... Ooh. I love this kind of mints, those orange and chocolate mints. I'm going to make some paperclip embellishments out of this. This will be great. There was a man's like work coat in her bedroom, like on. She has one of those things at the bottom of your bed, you know, where you like, I don't know, like a blanket, like a little bench at the end of your bottom of your bed. And she came home and there was like a man's work jacket on it. It had like a company name on it and everything. And so she like questioned her kids. She was like, okay, did you guys have some friends over and were they sleeping in my bed? And did they, like, what's the deal here? And my kids were like, no. And it was like this huge jacket. It wasn't even a small jacket. It was like a very large jacket. And so she was definitely a little freaked out. She was like, and she called the company, and the company wasn't even in the town. It wasn't even in the state where she was. And I was like, girl, I don't know. I said, that's weird. And they have a big house with an alarm and everything, like an alarm systemed house. So I was like, I think I would be like, I don't know. I think I might not like that. I think that might not be my friend. So I'm going to make a couple of some paperclip embellishments. I need some paper clips. That's what I need. Here are my paper clips. So I've had some freaky things like that happen. Now you guys are going to be all freaked out, right? You're going to like go, I'm never staying at Shelly's house because she might have somebody might come and leave their underwear there. It is a little creepy. I mean, it is a little creepy. Okay, so if you're going to make these paperclip embellishments, I'm using a 1 1/4 inch circle punch because I'm going to make what I call like a paperclip embellishment base. Okay, now I just need to find paper clips. I have boxes and boxes of them. Of course, none right here. This is what I get. Let me see if I have them underneath this box here. They're usually sitting right here in front of me, and they aren't today. Maybe these are them. Yeah, here's some. Okay. And then what I do is I do what I call a hidden paper clip, where I use one of these X-Acto knives and I cut a slit. Now this one's not going to totally be hidden because the paper clip is longer than the piece, but it's okay. And then I put the skinny side on the inside and the fat side on the outside. And then I'm going to make a blank. I'm going to glue this one to this, and then whatever I want to put on this will be like the base for the paper clip. What? What did I miss? Who returned what with the full tank of gas? You're good. If you come to my house, you're gonna leave your underwear. Okay. Wait, I missed who did the full tank of gas thing? I missed it. Okay. Oh no. Kira said her house was broken into once, and a robber came in her bedroom, was in there for 45 minutes, and the police came, and everything, nothing was stolen. They only left a large razor blade on a fireplace in your bedroom. That is kind of creepy, Kara. That might freak me out. Did he wear a glitter thong? He did not wear a glitter thong. No, Huddy didn't wear a glitter thong. That would have creeped me out. That would have creeped me out. Somebody took your car, BZ, and they brought it back with gas in it? Wow. That's crazy. Hey, at least they returned it. Hi, Brandy. You guys, all I can tell you is that my life is never dull. It is never, never, never dull. I mean, I don't ask for it to be. I don't make any special requests to say, please don't be dull. I don't make any special requests like that at all. But I will tell you, it is never dull. But the underwear thing, we still talk about it to this day because he's still like upset over the fact that somebody took his underwear. He's actually very upset over somebody taking his underwear, which I can imagine because they were new. Maria says she's got a few stacks of clothes to iron. And can they just disappear like yours now? Ridiculous. Malia says her neighbor supposedly had his car stolen, and apparently the key for the car was stolen weeks before that they then returned randomly. I've heard some kind of crazy stuff like that, Malia, where like, I don't know, do you think they have a conscience? Do you think that suddenly somebody has a conscience and they're like, I took this car and this family really needs it? Or do you think they just like, I don't know. I don't know, you guys. All I know is that sometimes the weirdest things happen, and I try not to think about it too much. I try to just go with it. So I'm actually going to use, usually I would just use these as a base, but I'm actually going to go ahead and glue something on this and then stamp on top of it and then glue it to the base and glue it to the but part of me like, I went over the clothes appearing in my house thing, like was like, did one of the only thought that came to my head was that we had somebody come and babysit at some point, and did they bring their clothes and forget them? But these were not clothes that this person would have worn. Like that's the only thing that I could figure. And I called them and I asked, I said, please don't be embarrassed. I'm not upset. If this is yours, just let me know. I want to return it. And they said no. So maybe they just needed a car, and when they were done, they brought it back. Yeah, well, that's a good thing too. The cop said yours were probably teenagers joyriding. Where I lived up in upstate New York, or where we had a house, sometimes teenagers would break into people, because there was a lot of vacation homes up there where people only come like in the summer and they stay vacant in the winter, that sort of thing. And sometimes kids would break into the homes to just for the joy of doing it and not take anything. And one time, one of my friends, she was away, and her house was actually broken into, but they couldn't figure out how they broke into it. Well, of course, because they were people that knew, kids that knew them and knew like where they kept their hidden keys or where, whatever they had. And I said, well, what did they take? She said, nothing, but they drank some, I don't know, something ridiculous, like some really old wine or something. And she said it was so bad. Like one of my friends had a father who thought he was like thought he could make really good wine, and he made the worst wine, and he used to give all of his wine for holidays and stuff, and none of us ever drank it. So she was like, yeah, one of them drank all my dad's wine, that old wine that he had made, and she goes, I'm sure they were sick because the wine was so bad, and we laughed about that. But the whole clothes appearing in my house, that I have to tell you, that was a little bit weird. So I'm just going to pin mine down. I'm going to take these and just put paper clips. I put something over it so that I could squeeze the glue out, and I'm just going to paper clip it down for a little bit so that it, the layers stick together and it dries. And then when I take it off, I'll stamp it. But isn't that ridiculous? It's just so ridiculous. You just got to go with it, you guys. What can you do? Hottie was so upset about his underwear. He says, I bet you somewhere somebody's wearing my nice new underwear. I said, I bet you if they came into our house and that's the only thing they took, they must have needed your underwear. And then one of our friends said, well, maybe they're on another dimension, which made us all laugh. Can you imagine, like, your underwear on another dimension? Your underwear have just decided they're just going to go on vacation in another dimension. Your underwear just going to leave. You guys, weird, 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 silly stuff. Oh, take care of yourself, Jane. We love you. I hope you feel better. I hope you feel much, much better. There is a video using tickets as paperclip bases. Okay, I haven't seen it. Cool. Yeah, you could use anything as a paperclip base. Go for it. Sometimes what I do is I take these like round things, and so if you have like a really big image, like, I don't know, anything, you can glue it to anything and it'll work. Hey, Debbie. You're home alone, Laura? What's wrong, Trace? What's wrong? What's your weirdness, Trace? You're addicted to making hidden paper clips. Oh, Linda, if I can make a paper clip out of it, I'll do it. You dozed off only to wake up to stolen underwear? Oh, no. I'm never boring. You guys, my life is like, sometimes I pray for boring. You guys, sometimes I actually say, I'd like a little boring. Like the other day, I was in such bliss. I had such a day where nothing happened. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even want to leave my house. I just want to just enjoy it. Yesterday was kind of sad. You know, I told you guys I live in a main house, and then in Hawaii, and Kayla can vouch for this, the cost of living is so expensive, and so is housing. You guys, a tear down here is like $500,000, which is ridiculous. You had a vision of buildings and chaos all day, and you found out about the shootings. Yeah, I was pretty upset about that. It was so Hattie posts every time she dozes off, her finger deletes people. Oh no. Tracy, I love you. I'm sending you so much love. I am sending you so much love. So when I have like a really boring day, I'm so grateful, you guys. I'm so grateful for boring days. I can do boring days. Boring days are my favorite, right? Days when nothing happens. So yesterday, I told you guys I live in the front. I live in a main house, and in the back is like a little, they call them an ohana, like little mother-in-law apartments, right? Like it's like 2 units, 2 little studio units, and they're like a duplex, right? Or one's on top, one's on below. Anyway, a young couple lived in one of them, and they were very sweet. And unfortunately, the girl caught the boyfriend cheating on her. And so she was really upset, and they've been going through like a transitionary period, and she tried to like let it go and forgive him, but she ultimately decided it wasn't best for her to stay with him. So they broke up, and he moved out, and she stayed. Apartments here are really hard to find right now. Reasonably priced apartments, I should say, or reasonably priced places. They're sort of difficult to find right now. And so she stayed, and she ended up having something, I don't know what happened to her, like she tore her Achilles tendon or something. She had to have surgery. And so her mom came to visit and help her because she couldn't drive herself to and from the surgery, and to help her while she's recovering. Well, yesterday, the boyfriend came over and he was wildly drunk. And, you know, the mom's here and it was just ridiculous, you know. And I'm like, having my moment. I'm in the garage. I'm doing my calamari. You guys, I'm doing my calamari and I am wearing like crappy clothes. Like, and I'm not wearing, you know, I decided I was going to go braless. I was hot and sweating. I was, but I'm wearing this big sweat. I'm wearing like a t-shirt. You can't really tell, right? You probably could. I was probably just in denial, but whatever. Well, he decides he's going to come over and he makes this big deal about some mail that he thinks it was delivered here. That was his and this and that. Now, he's moved out. He's been gone for, I don't know, 6 weeks or so. And so I said to him, remember the day the guy was like, my last live stream on Friday when somebody knocked on, somebody was like, hello, and I said he was looking for his mail. Hi, Norma. So, and I had told him that his mail wasn't here because it wasn't. So yesterday he comes and he makes this big old deal, right, about his mail. Okay, so I find his mail, you guys, but this is how it is. The FedEx guy, because I'm doing my calamari and it's raining, the FedEx guy does not take his, first of all, it was like an envelope, like something that I would get Happy Mail in, like a yellow envelope or something, you know, one of those padded yellow envelopes. And he just, I have a stack of recycled envelopes in my garage, like in a box, like in a bin, like in a plastic bin, because I do recycle the envelopes. I either make journals out of them or I even use them to send them back to people, right? So he just stuck the guy's mail on top, but it was face down in a bin of envelopes. Okay, it's like the bin of, so when I was cleaning out the garage, I found it. I was like, what is this? Actually, Hottie found it, and he was like, what is this mail doing here? So, I guess my Hottie texted him and said, the mail you were looking for is here, and I've left it, and told him where he left it, because it was from FedEx. It wasn't from the USPS. So the guy comes over, and Hottie tells him, I guess in the text, like, it was in the trash, dude, or in the recycling. So this guy is so distraught over the girlfriend breaking up with him, he thinks that she has thrown his mail into the trash, which he didn't. The postman just left it in my stuff in the garage because they live in the back, and the postman didn't, or the FedEx guy didn't get out of the, I mean, he got out of the FedEx truck, but he didn't get out and go all the way to the very back because it was raining, because they're lazy. So the guy comes yesterday, and I'm in my bra, like in my no bra, in the garage, doing my calamari, like sorting. I was just sorting all kinds of stuff. I was sorting fabric samples and I was just sorting all kinds of stuff. He comes and he starts, I guess he waited for the girl, right? And she's hobbling in her on her crutches, you know, out of her car, and her mom's there, and her mom's visiting, and he starts on her and starts yelling at her, and I'm like, oh no, we're not having this, and I'm standing in the garage, and she just walks by, and she doesn't know what he's talking about, because she didn't get the mail, because my Hottie got the mail and told him that he left it wherever he left it, because I didn't even know, I mean, I knew he had found it, but I didn't know that he'd actually messaged the guy. So here I am, braless, you guys. This always happens to me. And the guy starts yelling, and finally I'm like, dude, I said, first of all, and he starts saying, I'm gonna, you know, you've taken my mail. That's a federal offense. He just starts on and on and on and on. And finally he says, and you texted me and this and that. And she just walks into her house, and her mother's mortified, and I'm mortified. So I'm like, hey, what's going on? You know, because it's right there in my front, you know. I don't want him, the last thing I want him to do is go in the backyard and start, and it was too much. So finally I get him to calm down a little bit. I'm like, so tell me what's going on? Well, and I got a text. I go, let me see the text message you got. Guys, the text message was from my Hottie. I said, first of all, let's read the text message. Let's read it together. I said, it says, you know, the guy's name. This is my Hottie. from da-da-da-da-da. I found the package that you were looking for. You know, the FedEx driver left it in the recycling in the garage, and I have put it wherever he put it, on the shelf, da-da-da, to the right. So I said, she didn't write you the message. Nobody put your mail in the trash. The FedEx guy just put it here with all these others that look exactly like it. Oh my gosh, you guys. It was like, I was like, oh my gosh. So you would think that would be enough, but no, the guy really just wants to get back at the girl, or he wants her back, or he wants something from her. And she's not having it. So she's like, yesterday I was like, okay. So finally I'm standing there and he's like, and I'm calling the police. I said, please do. I said, so that I can file a restraining order against you. I said, because this is ridiculous. You have your mail. You shouldn't even be getting mail here. You haven't lived here in 6 weeks. Why you're having your mail delivered, still delivered here, I don't know. Except that, and I said, and I had seen him the night before really late. I said, and you said, you're borderline stalking, dude. And he starts to cry, you guys. And then I'm like, oh no. And he's like, I don't know what's wrong. I messed up the best thing I had in my life. Meanwhile, you guys, I have no bra on. And he's like having this breakdown. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, this is ridiculous. So finally I get him calmed down. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry you're having such a rough time. I'm really, really, really sorry that all this is transpiring for you and it's not working out like you thought it would. I said, I don't want to get in the middle of your stuff. I said, you've got your package. Now you just need to go. And he starts, you guys, he just sits on the curb and he starts to cry. And I'm like standing here and I notice that I have spilled, I had been moving this laundry detergent and I noticed that I had spilled some on the front of my shirt, making it sort of slightly transparent. And I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get, I said, I have to go in now. And now this is, I noticed this after all of this. I go, I have to go in now and you need to go. Meanwhile, he's still sitting on my curb crying. So I go in and I put on a different shirt and I go back out and I said, okay, now get in your car. I said, get in your car. You've got your mail. Get in your car. And then he's just crying and sobbing. I've lost the best thing I ever had in my life. I said, I'm so sorry. That was my day yesterday. That was my day. You hate bras? Breastfeeding? Yeah, but no, thanks, Jude. We're all good on my island. It's the other one. Some puppies need a harness. Mine definitely need a harness, okay? You guys, it was ridiculous. That was my day yesterday. That was my not normal day. But I'm just telling you, when I noticed that you can see, like, all of a sudden he's, like, crying on the curb, trying to deal with him. All of a sudden I noticed that I have spilled, like, this detergent down my t-shirt, and you can see it. And I'm like, oh, my gosh. And I'm like, I'm a little distracted by that whole thing. I was like, it's ridiculous. What? Who leaves the packages on your porch? Saying bra seems to be my natural state. Not normally. Lynn says, actually, the FedEx guys aren't lazy. They have a super hard schedule, and they're given no more than 3 minutes per package to deliver. That's why we get more tossed packages and damaged packages. Well, that's good to know. It sounds like your neighbor. Oh, I felt so bad for him, and I felt bad for her, because I'm sure it was like, you know, they're young. You know, they do stupid stuff. Malia says she's lucky because her FedEx and UPS drivers are really understanding that you don't have a driveway right now, and they still walk up to your non-driveway and leave your packages on the porch. You know, I can't even begin to. I can't even. Yeah, if I don't have to. You guys, I was cleaning out my garage in the privacy. Like, I didn't expect to be seeing anyone, okay? I didn't expect it. I didn't expect to be, like, having a confrontation with anyone. I didn't expect any of that. I didn't expect the crying on my curb, and then I was like, I called my hottie. I go, why couldn't you have told him to come by when you were here? He was like, he told me he wasn't coming by till Saturday. You know, the Hawaiian Islands do need everyone's love and light right now. You know, it is a very natural phenomenon for the Madame Pele to show us her creation energy, right? And it's just creating new land. It's actually very exciting. The sad thing or hard, difficult thing is that a lot of people are displaced, and because it's not like a tornado or a hurricane or even a tsunami. Nobody knows how long the volcano is going to continue, or the fissures are going to continue to be active. So I think it's the uncertainty of that. But I think people here, it's a cultural thing. Everyone respects that energy and respects the creation energy, and it's just doing the best they can. So you guys, that was my day yesterday. That was my exciting braless adventure. I was like, at some point I was like, okay, this is just completely and utterly ridiculous, right? I'm like, this is beyond ridiculous. This is so beyond ridiculous. This is beyond ridiculous. I was like, this is beyond ridiculous. And I said, that's why I was like, you gotta go, you got your package. And he's crying there. Like, seriously? Seriously, brother, you gotta go. You gotta go. You can't be staying here crying. So ridiculous. I have posted, if you guys are my, I crack you up. Oh no, this is just my life. Tomorrow will be fun. It'll be Michelle's. Tonight's subject, no bra and missing underwear. You guys. And random people's clothes showing up in your laundry. Sherry said the one day she decided to go browse at home, the UPS driver, who is va-va-voom, and the FedEx and the postman came to the door. Needless to say, I didn't answer the door. Hey, I hear you. Yeah, but you know what? Oh my gosh, you guys, it's ridiculous. Because I was in my own garage. I was in my own space, minding my own business. I wasn't expecting to have anybody bother me. I wasn't expecting to have any input from anyone. I was home alone. Almost nude crafting chat. Oh my gosh. In a storm, people can go back and rebuild, but not in this case. You're right, Cassandra, they can't go back and rebuild. Once you have an active lava zone, you can't go back. Racy Saturday night. Oh my gosh, so funny. You're going to go commando all the way around? Oh, well, good for you. You know what? I just decided after the whole crying thing, and then my 20-ish-year-old daughter, my daughter that's 20, came home during this whole drama thing, and she was with the boyfriend crying on the curb, and then anyway, and he's chatting to me, and my daughter's coming home from work, and she goes, when after the whole thing, after he left, she's like, and you aren't even his mama. She's shaking her head. And you aren't even his mama. I said, I know. I said, but it's, you just got to be there for people sometimes. And she's just shaking her head. She's like, some days they don't pay you enough for this job. I said, you're right. Commando crafting. You guys are hilarious. Oh, I love it. And since I don't record the chat, you've been braless and commando as long as you've been barefoot. Oh my God, I love you. I love you. Mary Lou says her ex was a mailman. Women and men answered the door in very little clothing, on or no clothing at all. I think that might scandalize me. Linda, I think he felt better. I do. I mean, I really think he felt better. But I'm just telling you, it's it's like even when I want to hide, like I was just kind of like in my own world. I was just doing my own thing. I was like trying not to like, it's just like I'm doing my own thing. I'm like, okay, today I'm going to finish cleaning out. I'm trying for better ratings. Oh no, Lynn, whenever we talk about stuff like this, I get the worst. Like people write me like, that was too personal. That was this, that was that. I'm like, please, change the channel. I should do the disclaimer like Dee Dee Willingham does at the beginning of her chats, of her live streams, where she said, this is a live chat, of mostly awake people, she says. Okay, what did I miss? BZ says, years ago, wait. Okay, BZ says, years ago, her husband was a pizza delivery guy, and people answered the door in nude all the time. Are you kidding? Oh, no. Oh, no. That would have been like, I think, did they give better tips if they're nude? I mean, I hope he got tipped well. Maria says, thank God I live on the second floor of a building. I have time to put my bra on in any situation. Oh my gosh. I think I would have run away too. I agree with you. Lynn is working heavy, is listening. Tell him to like and Lynn says, tell him to like and subscribe. Oh, you've been stalking? Well, good. We're glad you're stalking. No, Marcy, it's my life. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. You guys, that's why you think the word ridiculous suits me totally. Yeah, the tips were good when they showed up in the nude. Marcy says, that sounds unappetizing. Maybe they didn't have tip money, so the nude view was the tip. Oh my God. Oh my God. I believe you can't drive in and park your car. I can, you know what? I'm going to be able to. I mean, I can't now because the side of our garage, it's actually sort of like a carport. I mean, it doesn't have a door on it. It's kind of open, but I don't know. So on the side, it has some, like sliding door areas, and I've taken everything out of those areas. And so I can't yet. But if that wasn't in, you could definitely pull in. But the problem is this. It's not that part of it that's the problem. The problem is that I've realized for myself, and maybe you guys are like this too. If my stuff is out of my sight, it's out of my mind. And so therefore, like, if I want to, like, I don't know, like I found a bunch of stuff that I put away that I want to use, but I don't have it in front of me, so I don't use it. Shelly, the nudist crafters getaway. Lynn, I am not, you know what? I'd be the last person to go nude in front of anybody. You know, they do have nude beaches here, but I'd be the last person to go nude in front of anyone. But, stuff happens. I told you guys that one of the people that lives in our little complex is like a extreme sports person. Like she runs marathons and does like all those Ironman type things and all kinds of stuff. And one day she was telling me, and we do have outdoor showers here. Like we do have indoor showers, but we do have a couple. So like if you go to the beach, you're having hot coffee. Oh, good. Ridiculous, but crack up. Oh, what's my ridiculous life? Oh, Jane, I would love to come. You know what? When we finally do get to Portland, I am going to come and see you. I am totally going to come and see you. Hopefully it'll be soon. We were talking about it. We were going to try and come in the summer. Jane's having us over for braless coffee. Trust me, nobody would want to have me over for braless anything. I'm telling you. But, so she was telling me, so I run into her every now and then. Like, I don't see her all the time. You guys, I live in my own little world, and I you know, we all have crazy schedules and different schedules, and you would think we would see each other more, but we don't. So I ran into her one day, and she was like telling me that she had gone, I don't know if she'd gone surfing or what she did. She'd done something. Maybe she'd done like a, you know, like a Ironman practice or whatever. And she came home and she took a shower in we have 2 outdoor showers. One is down at the bottom of the stairs by her house, and then one is on the other side in my backyard that you can get to from either way. But she was washing off her gear and washing off her stuff, and I guess, you guys, she's very buff, and she's very small. Like, I want to say she's maybe 5 foot, and she's incredibly, like, lean and buff, and, I mean, so she doesn't really have boobs. I mean, she has boobs, but, you know, like bodybuilder kind of boobs, where there's, like, really no boobs, you know? You're still waiting? Well, hopefully I'll be there soon, Jane. Greek coffee? Ooh, I would love Greek coffee. And she tells me that I wasn't home one day and that the UPS man decides to walk back there and deliver a package for me back there. And she had just taken her, she said, you know, it's kind of, you can't see it from the road. You can't see, you know, and I'd taken her shirt off, and she said she was standing there and just sort of shocked, and she said all she had was one of those little towels, you know, those swimmer's towels, which are like, I don't know, how big are they, like 6 by 6, and she like tried to cover herself up. She said thank God she hadn't taken all of her clothes off. She had her wetsuit bottom on, but she had nothing on top, and then she was like saying how he was standing there talking to her, and I was like, oh my God. I said, I'm so sorry. So both of us have been talking about, like, you know, I said, well, I guess it teaches you. She goes, but I was covered in sand. She goes, and nobody's here. It's just me. And she goes, usually it's, if anybody's home in the daytime, it's going to be you, and you never come back here. I don't, you guys, I'm like probably the best kind of neighbor. I don't, unless you're going to be crying in my garage, I'm good with it. I won't bother you. I won't even see you. And we were talking about, I said, oh my gosh. I said, and we were talking about, I said, well, you won't catch me naked in front of anybody. And she's like, well, not me either, normally. She goes, but, you know, so then after that, we noticed for a while the UPS guy always tried to deliver my packages back there. And we were like, oh my gosh, it's so ridiculous. What? Next time on Crafting Mama's Bacon Naked. Oh, you're crazy. Naked calamari. Oh, no. Oh, BZ, I'm the same way. I'm totally the same way. You like any kind of coffee, Deb? I'm having, well, I can't really see it. The bottom of my poor cup is like, I'm having Puerto Rican coffee. I have some really good Cuban coffee. I'm trying to ration the ends of my Cuban coffee. Fried calamari. Oh no, you're ridiculous. Hey, Sin! You guys are ridiculous. Okay, I'm going to take some of these apart. These have to be dry. So anyway, that's what it's like. See, you guys come. Now, Carrie, even though I used this as a shield, it glued to the embellishments. So I'm thinking that, I don't know, regular glue glued the parchment paper to my thing, to the embellishment. So I don't know, you could probably use this too. Now I'm making some paper clip embellishments. I'll show them to you. I was going to stamp on some of them. I just used some tissue paper. I could make some buttons. Maybe I'll make buttons tomorrow. I have a list of stuff to make tomorrow. When am I moving to South Carolina? I'm not moving anywhere right now, Miss Cindy. I wished. I don't know. We've been talking about it. We're going to do at least this next year here. And then after that, we'll have a discussion and see if anything comes up for us. See if anything comes up for us. How's your house? Are you all unpacked? Are you all like in? If you guys haven't gone over and subscribed to Miss Cindy Utter, please do. You guys are going to love her videos. What time is it for me? It is 5 in the evening. It is 5 p.m. You're thinking of developing a sensitivity to seafood. It's breaking your heart. I'm making some hidden paperclip embellishments. Thanks, Lynn. I would appreciate a thumbs up. I had seafood today. It was awesome, I have to say. I had some amazing seafood today, actually. Good night, Mary Lou. I'll see you. Yeah, we'll be around tomorrow, but we'll be on Michelle's channel, so you got to join. I'll try to make a small video tomorrow and post the link to her channel in it. All good. Your house up north was on the market 7 days, and it's under contract? Oh, Cindy, that's awesome. So your fabulous craft room found a new owner? Oh, Cindy, I'm so happy for you. I am super happy for you. That is super awesome. Okay, I have butterflies. I have a bee. Maybe I'll do the bee. Let's see. A bee. Betty says hi. That wasn't even Charlie. That was my neighbor's dog. You guys, Charlie's in the back. She's in the back with the babe. Cindy, that's so awesome. Congratulations. That craft room is where her husband also had a workshop that was like amazing. You're going to do a new studio tour soon? Oh, Cindy, I can't wait. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. That is so awesome. Congratulations. All right, so here's one, paperclip embellishment 1 with the little bee on it. And let me find my book. You guys, it made me so sad they were throwing these books away at the at our little recycling place or whatever. It made me so sad. I was like, oh no, they're not throwing these books away. They can't throw them away. So that's why I cut them up and made them into this little flowish journal. So there's one paper clip. I need to retie this stuff in. It is like loose. I might have had, you know, I don't know. You guys, it's been in my stuff. It's been in my stash. It's been in my stash of stuff to finish. It's in my projects. Remember we were talking about last week how many of us have these projects that like we have not finished? None of you guys do, right? It's just me. I'm the only one with all the unfinished things. So, how many of you guys bought those under 5? Good night, Valerie. Big hugs. Come anytime. We're around. We'll do the woo-woo soon for those of you that are going to hang out for the woo-woo. And for those of you that are new, the woo-woo is just a guided meditation. You can stay or not stay. It does not matter. It is up to you. How many of you guys are like me and have like so many unfinished things hanging out in your space or hanging out in your garage, just like garage like me? Hang on, I'm gonna fix this a little bit. So for me, definitely going to, I'm putting on my list of things to get done this year are all of my unfinished projects. I'm definitely, before I begin some grandiose new project, I am going to try and finish all my, I have so many projects going on. So that's what it is. See, it's just a little paperclip embellishment, and you can put, and I may go back and put some diamond glaze on it later, maybe not, depending upon, but that's all it is, just a little paperclip, and you can put it on anything. Put it in your Happy Meal. Lifelong projects you have? You have 50 things on your to-do list? Oh, wow. That is a lot. That is a lot. Congratulations, Cindy. I'm so happy for you. That is such good news. Such good news. The first phase of your son's move is Tuesday. You're an unfinished thing. I'm an unfinished thing. Hi, Sherry. How are you? You call him a work in progress? Whew. 50 was an exaggeration, but you have a lot. Where's your son moving, Jane? Maybe I'll do a cup of coffee on one. I had that purple one. Where's the purple one? Purple one. Yeah, definitely. All best to your family, Jane. Definitely. You have a pool in your new house or in your old house, Cindy? Your son's moving 5 minutes away from you? Five minutes away is good. I'm sorry for my neighbor's dogs. You know what, Cindy? They come around when you're around. They love you because they know that they drive you crazy. 5 minutes away is not terrible. 5 minutes away is good. Do you love my stamp pad? So here's another one. I like these little Tim Holtz stamps. They're pretty cute. The little things, as they're called. Maybe I'll do, let's see, butterfly. I could do a clock. I could do the clock one. So you're going to take a lift? Oh, good. Brandy said she started to quilt when her daughter was 3 and she's 24. Oh, Brandy, I have a few of those projects too. The first house was 1 block over from the house you wanted but you didn't get. Okay. You know, we're really lucky right now that we have this whole lift, all these things that we didn't have before. Because, I mean, it really is helping a lot of people get around to a lot of different places easier. Lyft and Uber and all that. I know that there's some controversy going on with all the Ubering and all that sort of thing. But, you know, I think in my world, it makes the alternatives better. And I'm sorry for the dogs barking. That's the neighbor across the street with her doggies who just love to bark. Brandy, Jane saying she has a Dear Jane quilt she made before the year 2000. You started embroidering quilt blocks? What? Back in high school, and they're not done. That was 43 years ago. Oh, Sherry, I can relate to that. Oh, Jane, Beezy, don't worry about it. We'll do another one. I promise we'll do another paper. We'll do another power pack swap. We'll do another one later on. Don't even stress yourself out. Okay, so I have those. Oh, I want to do this one. Let's see. I wonder how much of the elephant would fit. I can put most of the elephant on here. Maybe I'll put the postage stamp. You know, I think that you have to do what you can do and not stress out about it. You know, it's like not worth it. Jane, Renee wants to know how you're feeling about your son's first solo living. Are you finishing this? You guys, I made some. How many of you guys ever made like those little like needlepoint, or I guess, is it needlepoint? It's oh my gosh. like counted cross stitch. Did you guys ever do that? Well, when my oldest daughter was like little, maybe when she was little, I decided I was going to make her some little Christmas ornaments for her Christmas tree. You guys, I finished maybe half of them, and she is 26. Okay, for when she had a Christmas tree, she's 26 and married. Let's just say, you know, they're like 20 some odd years old. You were obsessed when you were little with them. Your ex-husband was a pizza delivery person, and he would come home telling all kinds of stories. You guys, I think as a species, we are all ridiculous in many ways. So how many of you guys want to stay for the woo-woo? I like counted cross stitch, but I wish I could show them to you. They were like super simple, and I started them like she was little, like 1 or 2. 25 years ago I started them, and I haven't finished all of them. How many of you guys want to stay for the woo-woo? We will definitely put the school in Texas in our woo-woo, and anybody else that needs a little extra love. Those that are displaced from the volcano, and we'll put in those that are just having a rough time. Woo-woo for you? Okay, cool. Care wants woo-woo. So for those of you that want to stay, we're going to do a guided meditation, and you're all welcome to stay. And if you don't want to receive the energy, all you have to do, some people are just curious, right? And that's awesome. But if you don't want to receive the energy, all you need to do is say no. Oh my gosh. I don't understand. You guys, we got to get to a place where we are just like, our kids feel safe. I don't know about this shooting thing. It's like making me a little sad. If you're just mildly curious about, and if you've never done a guided meditation, this is not a guided meditation most people do. Most people in a guided meditation don't do energy work with it. So if you want to receive the energy, you just say yes, and if you don't, you say no. It's all conscious consent. You won't receive the energy. You will, however, as a byproduct, because we are all connected, may feel a little better. Okay? So, and you guys, this does not interfere with anyone's belief system. It is the same. Our lovely friend Barb Owen was so sweet, and she said this to me, and it is so true. It is the same energy. The energy work is the same energy that makes the grass grow and makes sunshine. So it's not anything against anyone's. It doesn't follow a belief system. It's not a. Your beliefs are your own. Keep them and have them, and live them. This is not that. This is just receiving like a bit. This is like, if you lay out in the sun and you feel how the beautiful rays of the sun make you feel. This is like that. I'm starting to like this. It needs like probably 20 or 30 more little paperclip embellishments, but it has a handful to begin with, and that is good. I need to go back in and tie these like bits and pieces in a little better, or add more stuff. I think I had more stuff to add to it, and I just haven't done that. So, those that want to stay, stay, and if you don't, don't. It does not matter. Even though some people may feel something different, everybody receives the exact same thing. It's just all in where we are and how we feel it and receive it. And that's it. And you're all welcome to stay. I love these paper clips. These are so fun to make. You guys make them with whatever you have. I mean, mine was just stamped tissue paper on a piece of this candy box that Mary Kay sent me. And I'm liking it. I have a thing for paperclip embellishments. How many of you guys do? Silly, right? For no reason. I mean, they're not necessarily, paperclip embellishments don't need a reason, but I like them. I need to add some more papers to this so it evens it out a little bit. I'm liking it. It's getting better. It's getting better, better, better. What's addictive? Congratulations, Anne. Your plants love the energy? Yeah, mine do too. You should see my yard. It looks like a big jungle. What's addictive, BZ? Oh, I can't run you away. Oh, you know what? You guys can always go back and listen. The energy work stays present on all of the recordings. It's always there. How's Auntie Pat? I don't know. Who has talked? Phaedra talked to Pat last. I don't think. Kara, have you talked with her? Jude wants to know how's Auntie Pat. So you guys, while we're sitting here, grab a bottle or a glass of water. We'll do a little energized water work as well. And you guys can drink that all week long. Add a little drop to whatever you're cooking, or even in your bath, or in your coffee, or in a glass of water, or drink all of it at once. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I love diamond glaze. I'm a little addicted to that, Jane. I have my bottle of Judican's diamond glaze right here. I like it. I like diamond glaze. I like it, but I mean, I like the way it makes things look. Seed beating is addictive? Oh, okay. You haven't talked to Pat? Well, we'll put Auntie Pat into our woo-woo anyway. Okay, so get your glass of water. For those that want to have an energized glass of water, wait a couple minutes and we'll get our water. And for those that are just hanging out and lurking in the background, I want you guys to bring to mind anything and anyone that you think could use a boost of positivity, okay? A boost of love, a boost of positivity, a boost of, it's just positive energy. That's all it is. Nothing, you know, only good things. You're having trouble with bubbles? Well, I find if I tap it on a surface, sometimes I spread mine with a paintbrush. I don't know if you're pouring it directly from the bottle or if you're using a paintbrush. So bring to mind anything and anyone that you think could use a little boost. Anything. It could be your pets. It could be a place. Definitely we're going to bring to mind all those that are caught up in this energy of gun violence and whatever's going on there, which is not good. And let's bring to mind like all those that are displaced from any and all of these natural, man-made or natural disasters, right? I'm liking this book. It wasn't perfect, but I like it as a junk journal. I think it's awesome. It's going to be a great little, it's going to be a great, from the bottom, I use a paintbrush, Jane. You got to use, you've got to use a stiffer one, like a stiffer bristled brush. You know, like one like this, like more stiff. That's what I find. But, you know, test it out. All right, everybody. Bring to mind anybody that you'd like to include, and I always include all of you and your family, relatives, and ancestors. And for those of you that have recently lost a loved one, you can always include them. They all feel all of it. They feel all of it. I don't think we ever stop feeling. Okay, you can do this work sitting down or lying down with your eyes open or eyes closed. I find it better with your eyes open. I mean, eyes closed, but you do what works for you, okay? And all you need to do to participate is breathe in through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Ready? Let's begin. Inhale, breathe in, receive, and release. Receive and release. Imagine yourself in a column of light. And when you look up, you can't see the end. And when you look down, you can't see the end. This is your column of light. It is unique to your being, soul, spirit. Allow your column of light to enter deep into the heart of the earth and also deep in the heart of the cosmos, in the heaven angelic realm. Let's follow our column of light below our feet deep into the heart of the earth. Let's give our column of light tree roots, big oak roots deep in the heart of the earth. Give your column of light anchoring roots with every inhale and every exhale deeper and deeper into the heart of the earth. Let's ask the earth to bless us with her energy. I see this like beautiful gold energy, but you can see it or feel it, think it, or just know it any way that works for you. Feel this beautiful gold energy rising up through your roots, rising through your column of light, filling your feet and ankles, calves and knees, thighs and hips, filling the base of your spine, your lower abdomen, your waist, your chest and back, your shoulders, arms, wrists and hands, and out every finger. Feel it filling your throat and neck, your head and face, and feel it pouring out the top of your head, fountaining out the top of your head into the heart of the cosmos, into the heart of the central sun, creation, creator energy. Now let's follow our column of light above our head to this heart of the cosmos, to this heart of creation, creator energy, and give our column of light above our head roots deep into this heart of creation. Let's ask this beautiful angelic realm energy, this beautiful creator, creation, central sun energy to bless us. I see this energy like beautiful diamonds, but you can see it, feel it, think it, or just know it any way that works for you. Feel this beautiful diamond light energy pouring through your head and filling your face and head, your neck and throat. Feel this beautiful diamond light energy pouring down your shoulders, your arms, your elbows, your wrists, and out every finger. Feel it filling your chest and back, your waist, the lower abdomen, the base of your spine, and feel it pouring through your hips, thighs, knees, calves, and ankles, and out the bottom of your feet, expelling any and all excess deep into the heart of the earth. Ready? Breathe it in. Breathe it in. And breathe it in. Take a moment to enjoy your connection to heaven and to earth. Now I'd like you to focus on the point of light deep in the heart of the earth where your roots are connected. And on the inhale, let's receive peace, love, joy, and freedom. And on the exhale, you're going to release any energy in your body that you're holding that isn't working for you. Ready? Receive and release. Receive in love, release in love. Receive in love, release in love. Receive in love and release in love. Let's focus 6 feet below your feet. Breathe in and receive this beautiful angelic realm energy. Receive peace, love, bliss, and freedom. Ready? Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Focus 1 foot below your feet. Receive peace, love, bliss, and freedom. Ready? Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Focus on the base of your spine. Receive peace, love, bliss, and freedom. Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Focus on your lower abdomen. Receive peace, love, bliss, and freedom. Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Focus on your waist. Receive peace, love, bliss, and freedom. Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Let's focus on your heart. Open a window in your heart. Allow any and all energy that no longer serves you to leave. Receive in love, peace, love, bliss, and freedom. Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Allow this window to stay open and release any other energy as we go through the rest of our energy centers that no longer serve you. Ready? Let's focus on your throat. Receive peace, love, bliss, and freedom. Receive in love. Receive in love. Focus on the point of light in the center of your forehead. Receive peace, love, bliss, and freedom. Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Focus on the point of light at the top of your head. Receive peace, love, bliss, and freedom. Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Focus 1 foot above your head. Receive peace, love, bliss, and freedom. Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Six feet above your head, receive peace, love, bliss, and freedom. Receive in love. Focus where your energy meets the heart of creation, creator energy, and highest point of energy you can imagine. Receive peace, love, bliss, and freedom. I'd like you to imagine an infinity symbol. See it starting in the highest point of creation creator energy, crossing through your heart, ending where it begins. On the inhale, receive love from the divine, the heart of the central sun and the earth. And on the exhale, give back love to the divine in any form you find the most connection with. Give love back to the heart of the earth and back to the heart of the central sun. Ready? Receive in love and give in love. 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 I'd like you to focus on your hands and let me know when you feel this energy. Just say yes. Put one hand on your heart and put one hand on your water. Now, put one hand out and focus it toward anyone that you'd like to receive this energy. It can be a place on the earth, it can be multiple places. You just need to bring them to mind one time. And when you feel ready, open your eyes and come back. And please feel free to share anything. There's no right or wrong. Share anything you'd like to share. And if you don't have anything to share, that's okay too. Oh, I love you, Kara. I'm glad. We've missed you. I'm glad you're back. We are glad you are back. Oh, Trace, I'm glad. Yeah, today's been a little rough for I think a lot of us, yeah? Oh, that's awesome. Awesome, awesome. You feel really amazing. Oh, I'm so glad. You know, it really will work if you allow it to. You know, it's just a tune-up. You know, like how you go and have your car tuned up. This is just tuning you into you. That's what it is. You know, it's just like a tune-up. Oh, Jude, that's so awesome. Yeah, I feel so much love for you guys. You know, as we do it, I mean, I try not to put too much input into it because I want you to have your own experience, but just know that as you do it, you're also bringing in all your family, relatives, and ancestors, their energy, because we're all connected. So some of us have family members that are having a rough time right now. And some of us have family members that had a rough time when they were in this human body, in this physical plane, you know, and they all receive it. Does it help me release, Kara? Oh, all the time. Yes, I release all the time. Are you kidding? Yes, I always release. I always do. I always do. I always do. I don't hold on to stuff. I really don't. I don't hold on to it. It is better when you just allow, but I know sometimes people have questions and you guys can ask them. And if I can't answer it, I won't. But it's always good to ask them when I'm in this space. You know, because when I'm in this space, I'm not the same ridiculous person that I am all the time. I mean, I am the same person, but you know what I mean. If you do this on a regular basis, you will see some really amazing shifts for yourself. And not just you, people that come in contact with you. You like my ridiculous? You know what, guys, some days I'm like, seriously? This is what we're doing today? I'm like, okay. Because I just have to surrender into it. I just have to surrender into it. I have to just surrender. Because, you guys, I couldn't make up yesterday. Yesterday I felt a little sad for the guy, you know. He was really hurting and I felt sad for him. At the same time, I was kind of preoccupied with the ridiculousness of standing there. I was like, okay, this is what we're doing today. All right, I got it. I get it loud and clear. For those around us, it's fun to see, but when you're doing it, you're just like, oh my gosh. You're just like, seriously, this is what today is going to be? Oh no. I almost didn't even make it in time today. I knew I was a little bit late, but it's like, I don't know if the traffic is just like summertime traffic. I'm baffled because this is the slow time of year for us. So traffic was ridiculous trying to get home. Just even trying to get home. And you guys, whoever you bring to mind, if they don't want to receive it, their higher self knows. Right? So they can or they can't. I mean, and it's not up to us. It's really up to them. So I always say just surrender it and allow it to be whatever it is for them. You know, we have the best of intentions. We want good things for those that we love and for basically everyone in our lives, right? You're supposed to be home. You're supposed to be slow where you are, but a lot of people haven't. You're a buffet of weirdness, Trace. Oh, please. You know, like some days I'm like, seriously? Well, I made some paperclip embellishments is what I made, but I put them in a book. I'll show them to you in just a second, Dania. How's your sweet granddaughter? You're supposed to be slow where you are, but people haven't gone home yet. Well, I don't know. It just feels like an odd time. We all are. We're all a little weird. Well, that's what it is, you know? I just don't even judge it anymore. My life is so bizarre sometimes. It's like, I can't even. Aww. Linda says her parrot walked down to the phone and listened to me so intently. Aww. Well, usually, if the dog was here, I would have the dog. The dog likes it when I do woo-woo. The dog comes and hangs out when I do woo-woo. The cat, on the other hand, it depends. Right now, she brought like either a lizard or something because she was chasing it. And I was like, seriously, I can't deal. Yes, because animals are tuned in and they know. They know. Aww. We love you too, Jude. I'm hoping you have a wonderful weekend. Trace says it's like the door's been open and she doesn't know how to get the genie back in there. And then you realize you're the genie. I know. Isn't that cool? Oh, Pat sends a zillion kisses. Oh, we love her, Helen. I'm glad you got to talk to her. If you talk to her again, tell her I said I love her. And you know, she's definitely in my prayers, as I'm sure she's in all of yours as well. Oh, big love, Lynn. How are you feeling, Mama? You love that we're all weird together? I know, right? Helen, if you talk to her, tell her we all love her. Kara says tell her that she loves her too. We miss her. I'm hoping that I'm hoping that she'll feel good enough soon to come back and hang out with us, or that that something will shift for her to be able to hang out. Yes, our tribe. You're right, Renee. Our tribe. Totally our tribe. All of it. How are you, Mama? How are things in your life? How's our sweetie Oliver? How's our Oliver? Is he doing better, Miss? Is he doing better? How are you feeling? You've been sick too, girl. Yes, animals can calm down listening too. They do. Animals know. They know. They know what's going on. Yes, they can, Miss Linda. They can. Animals definitely can. My dog will. She gets all rambunctious and she will. You'll notice the more you do it, your plants will even listen to you. And I know that sounds a little weird, but sometimes I can always tell when they're listening to me. This tribe is the best. I agree with you, Jude. Our tribe is the best. Our tribe is totally, absolutely the best. Well, I hope you guys all come over tomorrow to Michelle Scott's channel. Michelle Scott. I have no idea what she and Abby are going to create. I'm crafting with trash, as you know, or recyclables. I'm going to make an embellishment box, just like, you know how everybody's doing their embellishment swap right now on YouTube? Everybody's doing these like crazy embellishment swaps. I'm going to make my version of the swap they're doing over in Rosemary Morris's group, Trashy Junk Journals, except I'm not swapping. I'm just going to use that as my guide for my project tomorrow. So that's what I'm going to work on tomorrow. So I'm making my own embellishment box. And that's what I'm doing. Yeah, well, come by and so come by tomorrow if you guys are around. I agree with you, Renee and Jude, 100%. Good night, Miss Trace. I love you. And if you guys are around, come and hang out with us. Michelle Scott, I will try to do a YouTube video with her channel link in it. Yes, definitely going to do. Dania said she had couple. She's thinking, damn, I'm missing my group. Oh, Dania, we talked about bras and we talked about being braless and going commando. So it would have been a night for you, Dania. Tomorrow it'll be noon Eastern to midnight. It's 12 hours of crafting. Can you imagine? 12 hours of crafting. It's going to be crazy. And it's going to be over on Michelle Scott's channel. So I'll try to do a video and put her channel in the description box. Yes, we were talking about stolen underwear. Do you guys, I don't even know, why were we talking about that? I don't know, because I found that because I was doing the calamari. I don't know, you guys. It's ridiculous. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. It'll be at Michelle's channel. Because it's her birthday, and she's invited me. It was hilarious. It was ridiculous. You guys, I have stories like that all the time. I mean, I would love to tell you guys that's just like a random thing, but it isn't. I told you, like, that's why we couldn't believe that somebody had, I had told Hottie my story about all the clothes showing up in my house in New York, and then it's not ridiculous. I still don't know whose clothes those were. It's a little bit freaky, I guess. Dania goes, what time is it? I'm 70. I only wear a bra to church. I love you. Oh my God. Well, you guys, now that I don't have a big corporate job, I don't have to wear one. I don't. I mean, I do put. You know, if I'm gonna be out in public and be seen by people, I definitely wear one. But if I'm just gonna be in my own home, that's why you're just like, dude, you're like these random people having breakdowns in my driveway is not good. She says she figures if somebody stares, she's good. You're hilarious. You're hilarious. Well, I love you guys. So if you guys want to hang out with me tomorrow, I'm going to make all kinds of, I'll tell you what I have on my list. When you picked up the phone, he bit you. I'm sorry, Linda. What's your bird's name? Tell us what the bird's name is and I'll talk to him. Does he know his name? Okay, so what I'm going to work on tomorrow is I'm going to work on bottle caps, making flowers from paper and fabric. I'm going to do some paper clip embellishments, a soda can charm, maybe some tassels. Maybe I'll make some paper buttons. I'll work on making some fabric beads. I'm going to do some little stamped trims. I'll make some bead dangles and maybe some paper clip like flags or stuff like that. We love you too, and we're glad you're here with us. You said you stopped wearing a bra in your 60s. In your 60s, you're awesome. I love you. Well, we're all here for you. We are here for you, BZ. We are here for you, Miss Angela. We love you, and we're here for you. You guys, it's really powerful that we're all here together, and it's really powerful Oh, cool. You'll work and learn and drink some coffee. Well, it's going to be on Michelle's channel, but I'll try to make a video tonight and put a link up for her channel so that people that want to find it tomorrow can. What's really cool is that we're all here together doing it. And that's why when we're all here together doing it, it feels so powerful because we're all in our own divine, blueprint. We're in our own sacred equation, like our own sacred geometry. Hi, Christy. So that's why it feels like that's why I say to you, you don't have to want the energy, but you'll feel better anyway because we're all connected, right? So that's why I'm saying to you, so like when you're coming here and you're like allowing yourself to release whatever it is in your body that isn't serving you, and you don't need to know what it is, like don't even judge it. Like, you know, just let it go. That's why it feels so powerful. That's why so many people say, wow, I feel better or whatever, you know, because in numbers, it multiplies. You know, in numbers, it multiplies. Your energy multiplies. So we're sitting here in the highest vibration that we can all hold together. And we're just asking to be in alignment with our higher selves. And we're giving and receiving love and peace and freedom and bliss and joy. And in that equation of love, peace, freedom, bliss, and joy, we are the highest potential that we can be. So we're all receiving it, right? We're all getting it. We're receiving it and we're giving it. So it's like, the only thing about this diamond glaze, I'm just going to say, because I love it, but the lid glues shut. So I've got to run it under hot water. I have a healing voice. Oh, you're so sweet. You know, so I'm just saying to you that for me, I know the power of it because I experience it. I experience it with people I work with every day, as in clients, and I experience it in my own life. And when you're in a larger group and you're allowing yourself to be in your own divine blueprint, in your highest vibration, in your soul signature, in your equation, when you're reconnecting back to that. I mean, we always are in it, but sometimes we let the crap of the world just get our, do you know what I mean? We let it get the better of us, right? We watch the news, things happen. So when you are here and we're all here doing it, it's super powerful. It's really powerful when we're all here doing it. So kudos for all of you. And imagine this, you guys are, as we do it again and again and again, it's like exercising a muscle, right? We're exercising this muscle of light. We're bringing in, or we're giving our body personality permission to hold as much light as we can possibly hold. And we're giving it, and we're receiving it, and we're releasing what isn't working, and we're adding to our consciousness love, peace, bliss, joy. We're adding it consciously, right? We're saying, I want to be in peace. I want to be in bliss. I want to be in joy. I want to be in love, right? I want all of that. I want peace, bliss, joy, freedom. And we're all doing it together, so we're multiplying that energy. So we're holding that light and that space for everyone else who may not even be with us at this moment, but would like some more peace, love, bliss, joy in their lives. And that's why your bird knows it, okay? Because your bird's like, man, this feels really good. This feels like me. This is like, I'm not picking up any extra stress. I'm like, our animals are so sensitive. They pick up all kinds of stuff, and it doesn't even have to be from us. Poor little Charlie, our little dog, you know, we have a little rescue dog, and what were we doing the other day? And something came on. One of the kids had the cable television on, which we don't normally have on, but something came on, and man, Charlie freaked out, and I was thinking, oh no, she must have like some association with it. It was like a commercial. It wasn't even a bad commercial, but it was loud, or I don't know. And we were like all like watching her like in amazement. But you know, her little being, her little tiny energy body, she's contributing. She's contributing her love and energy to the world too. And she's like going, this isn't feeling good, or this is feeling great, or, you know, or she's reliving and remembering memories that are not good. So so your little bird was like, ooh, I remember this feeling. Okay, this one's going to be Rockstar because it's got that diamond glaze on it. And it does have a couple of bubbles. And I don't know if I can pop them. If I can. When it dries, though, it's going to be great. It's going to be fab when it dries. You guys see how good it's going to be? It's just like some tissue paper napkin. Well, come by anytime. Tomorrow will be fun. It'll just be crafting. I don't know if we'll do any woo-woo, but maybe we will. If they'll do woo-woo with me, I'll do some woo-woo. I'll do woo-woo with everyone if you guys feel like it. But you guys know that, you know, it's bigger than us. Even though it's just us in this little crafting circle and we're sitting here crafting with trash, crafting with recycling, it's bigger than us. It is so much bigger than us. It is like when you're allowing yourself to be in your highest divine vibration, it is so much, the whole universe conspires to give you the things that you need, require, and desire. The whole universe conspires to meet your needs when you allow yourself to vibrate at the highest potential you have. Isn't that cool? And I experience it all the time in my own life. It works with acrylic pours. Oh, cool. We are really all connected, and it's so cool. I could try to use a heat gun. I have a man gun. Wait till you see it. It's like, I rolled the cord up. It's on the other side of the room. It's this, anyway, that's a whole nother story. Have you been here for that story? Have you been here for the story of the ridiculous man gun? Oh my gosh, you guys could all have a good laugh for that one. The man gun story. My hottie bought me my heat gun died. My little $20 heat gun died, and he bought me a new one, but he bought me like the one that peels paint off the walls. You know, that goes up to like 1,500 degrees. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. It's like totally a tool a man would get, you know? It's ridiculous, isn't it? Oh my God, seriously. Guys, I'm like, that's why for Mother's Day, I was like, no gifts. You guys can give me the gift of hanging out. I agree 100%, Dania. Dania says, so much sadness goes on in the world that you have to find yourself, ground yourself, and find peace. I couldn't agree more. And we do all that when we're doing the woo-woo. We're grounding ourselves into the earth with our roots down in the heart of the earth. And we're receiving that earthly energy. So that's sort of like your nutrients in the soil, right? Like you're a tree. And then you definitely have to be careful with that man gun. It will peel your skin off. You have to make sure it's on cold. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. And then when we put our roots into the heavens, when we allow that same root system to go up into the heart of creation or the heart of the central sun or whatever you want to call it, right? That heart of creation energy, what we're doing is we're taking our angelic realm being, because we are these beautiful angelic souls, these beautiful great being soul spirits that are in these little human bodies, right? So we're allowing ourselves to connect back to the source of all of us and then ground ourselves into the current condition and plane we're in. Now, and condition, I don't mean negative condition, I just mean right here, right now, where you are. And then when you allow that energy to flow through you both ways, you're opening up your channels of receiving and releasing. Pretty cool, yeah? It works. I know it works. I can tell you 100% it works. I think we all have to let go of a lot of people and a lot of things, and I agree. It's not always easy, but it is a journey. But you know what's cool about it all? We are never really apart from each other. Even when we release things that we think are not the best for our lives, like sometimes we're in relationships with people that choose to act a way that isn't easy or doesn't suit us, right? But for us, we can release them in their current situation. But as we are working on ourselves, and when we remember them and bring them in, they also receive the benefits of the love and bliss and joy and freedom that we all experience. Isn't that cool? Well, I gave you the list of stuff I'm working on tomorrow. Someone just commented, I came to the conclusion that I have someone I love dearly bullies me, and I have to admit and figure out what my response to this is to this new info. Coming to the realization that that happens, for me, I'm just going to speak from my own point of view, I had to decide whether I wanted that or not anymore in my life. And I decided that I wanted me more than that. Yes, I love our little Charlie, Linda. She's so sweet. She's out playing with the kids. That was my neighbor's dog's barking. Charlie hasn't said a peep. If she's not alone, she won't bark. So for me, I had to decide that's my neighbor's dog, who the kids are running up and down the street, so that's why the dog's barking. Oh, I understood that. But for me, what I did is I had a really dear friend of mine, and they were very, it was their way or no way. And I finally had to decide that their way just didn't work for me. And love them and send them on their way, you know, and let them be on their own journey. We come here with all these lessons that we've pre-planned to learn, right? And so it's up to us when we learn it, it's time to like let it go. So you don't have to stand in it. You know, Charlie did find us because she needed us. You know, she was wandering on a highway. It was like a whole thing. I told you guys a story. She was wandering on a highway, and this lady that had just moved here picked her up. And then I was helping my friend pack her house and sell a bunch of stuff. And she's not good with computers. And I was selling it on a Facebook group, like a virtual Craigslist on Facebook for the local area I live in. And one night in the middle of the night, posting all these pictures that she's having a yard sale the next day. I'm posting all these pictures. And there's Charlie. And I emailed this woman about the dog, and you guys, I was like, why am I emailing about a dog? We don't need a dog. But I have to tell you, I love this dog. She's so awesome. She's so awesome. She's so, so, so awesome. All I'm saying to you is that, you know what, Carrie, you can choose to keep them in your life or not, but you don't have to take their conditioning or whatever they're passing out. I agree, Jude. You know, you should never let anyone, but you know, sometimes, I don't know. We each have life lessons, and some of us are more tolerant than others. I'm not saying that you can tolerate that, but it's an awakening for sure. It's an awakening for sure. Well, I love you girls, and I will see you. I have a feeling that Stacy Pink Poodle Crafters is streaming. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm thinking, because maybe if let me see if I can see if my notifications, I can tell you. I don't know. It doesn't say, I guess, because I haven't updated. But what I was going to say is that you guys can, Pink Poodle Crafts, she's fun to watch. I like to craft with her. I like to craft with her when she's around, or when I'm around when she's around. And, you know, I always find whatever she's making, she makes really cool, beautiful things. And I always love that. I don't know who else is live tonight, but there's a lot of people that are live tonight. Yeah, yes, please come over and join us. I would love that. Oh, no. So wait, I'm missing all the chat. I'm sorry. I was just trying to see if I could see. Kara, I have a similar situation. We should talk sometime. And it takes a tolerance. It takes a real tolerance to, and a real strong, boundaries to still allow them to be themselves and not run over you. I get it. I totally get it. I totally get it. Yeah, handing it over to the universe and God, it works. I totally agree. Handing it over. I love you too. Huge hugs, you guys. Yes, please give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. I love you. Oh, she's done, Elizabeth? She's not streaming anymore? Oh no, we missed it. I'm sorry. Well, I love you guys. She must have streamed early because she usually streams later, Liz. Right? She usually streams later because I usually go for like 2 hours, maybe 2.5, and she's just beginning and she crafts all night. She has some crafting stamina. So I'm excited for tomorrow, you guys. I hope you guys come back and join. I am going to spend this evening cleaning off my desk and getting all my supplies together so I'm not looking for them for tomorrow. And I hope you guys come back and hang out and wish Michelle a happy birthday. I have no idea who's coming to see her. If she wasn't feeling good, oh no. Oh, love you too, Jude. I appreciate all of you because I have glue all over my hands. Don't you love that? It's like she wasn't feeling good. We'll definitely send her some love. I love you, ladies. I hope you have a wonderful night. And I will see you guys tomorrow on Michelle's channel from noon until midnight. And I will post a link in this video and a link in another video that I'll make later on for tomorrow. I mean, a link to Michelle's channel. You'll have to go there and find it. Good night, Dania. We love you. And I'm so glad you guys showed up. And thanks for being my peeps. Thanks for being here with me. I love you guys more than you know. And until tomorrow, know that I'm always, from my heart to your heart, I'm always sending you so much aloha. And I'll see you tomorrow at Michelle's birthday extravaganza. Aloha.